to Stand-Up Central.
Please welcome
and welcome to Stand-Up Central.
Please welcome
and welcome to Stand-Up Central. The next day, I couldn't walk. 13 miles, I was strutting around the house like a newborn pony. So I had a massage. I had a massage off the poshest campus man I'd ever met in my life. I'm laid on my belly. This was his opening sentence. He's rubbing the back of my leg and honestly went, "Oh dear God, this is unacceptable." What's unacceptable? Your hamstrings, dear boy. They're rock hard. I'm sorry. He starts rubbing my thigh and went, "Oh." I was like, "What's wrong?" "Ridiculously stiff." Then there was an amazing moment. He accidentally brushed his hand against my cock. There was a moment of tension and he looked to me and went, "Finally, something soft." I laughed so hard. I have never been complimented for that in my life. It was so lovely to giggle with a stranger. It's really great when that happens, because the world's depressing, isn't it? The news, Ebola, ISIS, those dickhead Chelsea fans that push that black bloke off a train. How can you be a Chelsea fan and racist? We scored! Who got it? Drogba! For fuck's sake! Give me that Guinness, I'll just drink the top bit. I've got no time for those alpha male bullies. You know, the kind of blokes. Dave's not coming out, he's pussy whipped. He's pussy whipped. Never hear women talking like that, do you? Linda, cock shackled. She hasn't been to knitting for a week. She's dick lashed. She is dick lashed. I've got no time for bullying. And there's so much on the internet. There was a woman last year who wanted to get Jane Austen on the back of a £20 note. Bloke threatened to bomb her. Yeah, I read a tweet that honestly said, "Women don't belong on money." And you're like, the fucking Queen? I got my first Twitter troll last year. A bloke sent me a message. "I'm gonna rape you, murder you, and bury you." Goodness. Do you want me to make it especially chilling? He spelt bury, B-E-R-R-Y. Well, I appear to have had a death threat from Ribena. Why do you want to rape something you hate? Seems like such a strange thing to do. There's loads of things I despise. I wouldn't rape them. I don't like self-service checkouts in Tesco. Not once. "Oh, my trousers, love, I'm going to make some changes around here. Come here. I'll give you an unexpected item in the baggage area." It's not going to change this. But what's wonderful about us as human beings is when the bullied fight back. James Blunt did something wonderful the other day. This bloke sent him a message, went, "Oi, Blunt, why'd you sing like someone's trod on your dick?" And what did he reply? "That damn thing's always getting caught under my feet." Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. This is my favourite part of the show. Would you like to hear some of the questions? Of course. Excellent. Yasmin, would you rather travel to the past or the future? The past, obviously. You could right all the wrongs. It'd be great. Well, you could, like, 11-year-old Russell, stop crying. It's probably a good thing you never went on Gym Will Fix It. It would help. "Dear Jim, can you fix it for me to meet Rolf Harris?" You dodged 2 bullets. Jessica, are you a feminist? Yeah. I love chicks. That was cheap, but I had to, no. I think you're smashing. I think what you do is wonderful. I think you're all angels. That was me taking the piss, and you went, oh, he said we're angels. I feel all funny. My name is Tia, and I am a stegosaurus. Okay. Probably one afterwards. Hello, my name is Roger. I am Tia's carer. She thinks she's a stegosaurus. Say again? I met you before, but I don't remember you claiming to be a reptile. And you're disabled? I'm a carer. And you're her carer? Did you see that bit on telly the other day when Russell Howard's career ended? It was amazing. Because he's got a big laugh, he's feeling happy about himself. And then the girls absolutely slammed him. Oh, I'm sorry about that, I feel like quite the arsehole. So, well, it's nice to have you here, Tia. Right, now, what we're going to do, I'll do this. Oh, well done. Lewis Hodgson, this is probably the best yet. Do Transformers get car or life insurance? Well done. Well, it's going to be a fun night. Now, it is time for your first act of this evening. You up for that, my friends? This man is called Nish Kumar. He's very funny. I did a gig with him recently. I said, do you want to come do my telly show? He said, yeah, all right. So that was a deal. He's really brilliant. You're going to love him. So let's have everyone cheering on three. Is that all right? 1, 2, 3. Please welcome to stage the wonderful Nish Kumar.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Are you all right? Yeah. Tremendous. My name is Nish. I have some jokes for you. I hope you enjoy them. If you don't, I am sorry, because that will almost certainly have been my fault. Because that's the thing about being a comedian. I love it, it's a great job, but it's a weird job because I might do it to the best of my ability and you might not enjoy it. Comedy's an inherently subjective medium. No two people can agree on what's funny, so if you don't think I'm funny, that's absolutely fine. The only problem I have as a comedian is that if somebody thinks what I'm doing is not funny, it stops being comedy. And there's no other job like that. If you're a builder and you build a wall, people go, that's a good wall, or that's a shit wall. No one says that is not a wall, yeah? You built a bloody duck, mate. What are you thinking, you Fruit Loops? And listen, I enjoy the fact that people have different opinions. I think that's part of what makes being a human being interesting or exciting. I don't like it when people can't justify their opinions or they do so on spurious grounds. Like, my dad doesn't like rap music. Now, I like rap music, but I know there's a lot of good reasons to not like rap music. Misogyny, homophobia, needless celebration of wealth. My dad doesn't like rap music because he says it's easy, and then he will prove that by doing a rap. Rap music's a piece of piss, Nish. Watch this. My name is Dad, and I'm here to say I'm a really great guy. That's not proof of anything. You can't say something's easy and your evidence is you do it badly. That's like me going, jazz music's a piece of piss. Watch this. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, check out this easy juggling. And I've had two separate arguments with my friends in the last 12 months because they didn't go to see 12 Years a Slave. Now, here's the thing. I don't think you had to go and see 12 Years a Slave. I just didn't like the reasoning. One of my friends just went, I'm not going to see that film, Nish. And I said, why not? And he said, because it's not even a good film, which I think we can all agree is logically bold. And I said, what do you mean by that? And he just said, oh, it's because it's about slavery. People are guilted by the subject matter into thinking it's a good movie. That's why it's done well. It's just because it's about slavery. Now, I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I'm pretty sure 12 Years a Slave has done well because at least some people think it's a good film. In fact, I know that's the case because I don't think 12 Years a Slave would have won all the Oscars it had won if it had starred Eddie Murphy as 4 different slaves and a Chinese man for no reason, right? didn't see 12 Years a Slave. At the end of the movie, it's kind of silent, everybody's sort of collecting themselves, the lights come up, and there's a girl sat behind me who's still just weeping openly. And I turn around and realise that this girl is black. And I think, oh my God, this is incredible. She must have had some kind of personal connection to this movie. I'm so moved that I'm here to share what is clearly an important moment in her cultural and personal development. And then I realised that's the most patronising thing I've ever thought in my life. And I know it is, because I remember how I felt 5 years ago when people kept coming up to me going, dude, Slumdog. But here's the thing, there has never been a better time. Things are getting better, especially conversationally. Like, conversationally, it's no longer acceptable to do an accent that's clearly an impersonation of a non-white ethnicity. If you do it, people get really awkward, people really don't like it anymore. Apart from one ethnic group, there is one ethnic group we have no problem impersonating for some reason. And that ethnic group is black women from the south of America. Because for some weird reason, no matter how liberal you are, occasionally and without warning, you'll just go, and you know Mama don't like that. How is that okay? That's definitely not okay. If I do an Indian accent, people go, Nish, you should not do that. It is crass, it is offensive, and you know Mama don't like that. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you take nothing away from anything else I've said this evening, let it be this. I think we can all agree that Mama Don't Like That would definitely be the name of that Eddie Murphy remake of 12 Years a Slave. That is almost beyond doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to me. My name's Nish. Good night.
The wonderful Nish Kumar! Let's have a few more buttons. Oh, my Lord. If you had to be fisted, absolutely. Brackets, absolutely had to be. There's no way out of this one. What music would you want in the background? Ooh, just a little bit. Please release me, let me go. There's a hole in my bucket. I mean, we could be here all night. Now, would you ever date a female version of yourself? Absolutely not. Two lazy eyes, we'd never kiss. Now, you up for your next act? Wonderful. This lady is absolutely terrific. You're going to love her. She's a massive smash at the Edinburgh Festival. You've seen her loads on telly. She's unbelievably brilliant. You are going to adore her, as I do. Please welcome to stage the wonderful Sarah Pascoe!
So much for having me. It's really wonderful to be here. My name is Sarah, like Russell said, but it doesn't have an H on it. It's spelled S-A-R-A, so sometimes people will call me Sarah, which I hate. And I don't mean that in a horrible way if your name is Sarah, and it's always been that. I'm sure that it's fine. But to me, it sounds like my name's gone off, like it's curdled. But recently, the reason I'm telling you, it became really useful because other comedians, now basically all they do all the time is moan about people being horrible to them on Twitter. And I listen to them. I'm always outwardly sympathetic, but while secretly thinking in my head, no one is ever mean to me. It must be because I'm so great. And then I worked on a TV programme, and when it went out, I got a tweet from a lady called Sarah Pascoe, spelt with an H, and she said, can you warn me the next time that you're on television? Because I've been getting a lot of death threats. I know, and then of course, horrible people don't check how you spell your name. They just bash it out in capital letters. I thought, I'm getting away with this. And then I looked at her profile, and it turns out that she's a nurse, which made me feel awful, because that means that she does an incredible job working really long hours, not getting paid what she deserves, and then goes home and inadvertently acts as my complaints department. But I just swan around having the best job in the world working for 20 minutes a day. I know, it's not fair. I blame the Tories. I have to go to the doctors quite a lot. I've got a condition, and it's not painful, and it's really common. It's called polycystic ovaries. And what it means is that your ovaries make an egg, and then rather than going anywhere, just forms a cyst to decorate you beautifully. And it means that you have a very high level of testosterone in your system, which does mean that you get a heightened sex drive, but also at the same time that nobody will have sex with you because of your fine beard and moustache. And actually, when you think about it, nature's amazing. Like, it's found this way of signalling to anybody who might be about to mate with you. Like, once they get close enough, like, no, barren, waste of your time. And the thing is, I really am becoming a cliche, because I'm 33 and I've not had children, and I have had a tapeworm, but it's not the same. But other people, they start to ask you about it the longer you go without having children. And I understand that it comes from a good place. Like, my younger sisters have both had kids, and my friends are having children, and they're having such a lovely time, and they don't want people to miss out. But my problem with that is that, like, the pleasure that they're getting is subjective, isn't it? Like, it's personal to them. Like, I've had wonderful, pleasurable, subjective experiences. Like, I've been on QI. But I have never, ever said to anybody, "Oh, have you been on QI?" "Oh, you should go on QI." "Oh, no, I didn't think that I wanted to be on QI until I was on QI." And then it was like I looked back and my entire life had all been leading up to me being on QI. And, oh, when I saw Stephen Fry's face for the first time, I was filled with so much love. And yes, it's very tiring being on QI. It's such a long record, but it's so worth it, and I wouldn't want you to leave it too late and they'd have stopped making it. Do I? Hey, thanks. My boyfriend tried to get us to have more sex. He did something, and it's so sweet and kind. He once waited for me after a gig, and it was a surprise. I didn't know he was going to be there. And he'd spent all day rewriting the rules to Trivial Pursuits to make it strip Trivial Pursuits. And he'd printed out this new booklet, and he was so pleased with himself. He was like, "Come on, Sarah, we'll go home, we'll have a drink, we'll have a sexy time, it's going to get us back on track." And I don't know if any of you have ever tried playing strip Trivial Pursuit, but let me tell you what it is. It's you sitting on a chair with no clothes on, feeling fat, watching someone fully clothed beat you at Trivial Pursuit. I really wouldn't recommend it. Now, I'm about to say something that's so horrendously sexist that I really hope you forgive me, but basically, I earn more money than my boyfriend, and that means that I have to pay for everything. And look, in the olden days, and I'm not saying I agree with it, but there was this kind of understanding, wasn't there, that, like in the 80s and stuff, like men would buy dinner and women would put out. No, I know, I'm not, it's awful. The idea that women are economically dependent on men, or the idea that men expect sex if they've paid, awful. But what I think is worse is that it doesn't work the other way around. Does it? That if the woman buys dinner and the weekly shop and the electricity bill, then he never puts out because apparently you've emasculated him by asking for a thank you dance. It's not fair, is it? Now, just to balance out my sexism, I think I've solved page 3. Now, obviously, there's this whole dilemma. Some people want page 3 in the newspaper to be banned because of subjectification and how it influences children, how they look at women. And then other people are against that, and they point out that we live in the Western world and no one is ever coerced to become a page 3 girl. That's their choice. Why are feminists telling other women what to do? And I absolutely did think, well, of course, that's an unsolvable problem until I did solve it in a dream. I know. What I dreamt was we have to make page 3 like jury duty. Yes. So you don't get rid of it, you leave it where it is. All that happens is that every woman over the age of 18 becomes eligible for page 3. And one day you get up and there's a letter. And it said, "Dear Sarah, please come to the Sun offices at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Bring some snazzy pants and a pithy quote about Syria." And you just have to go and you have to do it. Because the thing is, if page 3 represented the whole spectrum of what it looked like to be a woman, it wouldn't be dangerous anymore. It wouldn't be objectification. It would just be nudity. Because there'd be no idealised beauty. It would show all the different kinds of breasts. There'd be small ones and saggy ones and different sized ones and hairy ones. And men would still like it because it's still boobies. The more important difference would be to the woman's face. Because at the moment, they're very young and they're very beautiful women, and it's not them I'm attacking. But the facial expression they're obviously instructed to do is always coquettish. So it's permissive, it allows itself to be looked at. What it says to the viewer is, "Oh, Oh, you just found me in the garden. And I haven't got a top on. And you shouldn't really be looking, because you're my best friend's dad. Well, it's okay. But with the new system, the woman on page 3, she's going to be 52. She's going to be a dinner lady. She's going to be aghast and horrified at what they say at work the next day, and she's going to be looking straight down the lens, knowing exactly what you're doing. So probably, due to lesser demand, page 3 will just die out on its own, won't it? Without anyone having to oppress anyone. Sorted! Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Sarah Pascoe. Give it up for the 2 acts you saw. And if you ever meet a lady that says she's a stegosaurus, just go with it. Thanks very much for watching the show. Good night. Hello! And welcome to Stand Up Central. That's very kind. So basically, the show's going to be me doing a bit of stand-up, a couple of brilliant guests, and some questions from you wise fools. Yes. Thank you, sir. That's very kind of you. I had a rumour about me the other day. Apparently, I'm the kind of straight bloke that would be quite good at gay sex, but I would cry afterwards. And I now want to find a gay man to have sex with him just to prove to the world that I won't cry. But apparently, that's not the kind of challenge that Comic Relief are interested in. I think that would be great. Me there going, hey, I'm having fun. Couple of Kenyan lads. Thanks, Mr. Russell, you butt-fucking legend. It's a fascinating thing, homophobia, isn't it? Like gay marriage, we don't care. We're very liberal. I was in Middle America last year. They're really upset still. You know what these dickheads? It's not natural. Neither's marriage. Humans are the only ones that have weddings. I've never seen a duck dressed as a vicar. Just David Attenborough. Here we see the lady hippo out and about on her hen night. It upsets God. Yeah, well, God upsets me. If he created everything, he could have selected any noise for the fox to make when it makes love, and that was the one he went with. Well, I think we've absolutely nailed that, don't you, chaps? The excuses are ridiculous. A UKIP councillor last year said that gay marriage leads to floods. No, it doesn't. The Tory peer, Lord Tebbit, said, and I quote, gay marriage leads to a lesbian queen. What? What, like Liz is gonna go, it's legal, is it? Fuck you, Philip. I've gone full sushi. This is Shaniqua. She's my top bitch. Oh, that's it, Shaniqua. Oh, does it taste like stamps? It's unlikely that that's gonna happen. Such an absurd level of bigotry. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. That's another one. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I was so annoyed by that last year. I wrote a poem. Yeah, I just heard that out loud for the first time. What a dick. How much of a knob does that? Mother, I'm furious. Fetch my quill. But I did. I wrote a poem. If they're using rhyme, let's hit them back. I'm fed up of bigots and homophobic twats. The Bible's a book that's riddled with flaws. It says slavery's fine, but there's no dinosaurs. And if we're talking about Moses, here's a quick thought. I'm pretty certain that bushes can't talk, so if a man loves a man, I think that's great. Christianity's about love, not about hate. And the great thing is, I can now see you looking at me going, Russell, here's a question. I speak as a fan. Have you got a similar poem about the Quran? No. No. No! Them fuckers is tetchy. Right, so let's have a question from you fine people. What is the worst thing you've done to your brother as a kid? Richard says, mine is I threw a dart in his foot and gave him blood poisoning. That's probably his brother, not mine. I'd have remembered that. Just look over him. What's the worst thing I did to my brother? My brother was quite evil to me. I was scared of ghosts when I was little, and my brother put a walkie-talkie under my bed. It's pretty mean, isn't it? I'm 9, going to say, "You're gonna die." And he had epilepsy, so my way of getting him back was not to hit him. I used to get a lamp and put my hand in front of it and go, "Whoa." But that didn't work, because he would just walk away from the lamp. "Mum, fetch the extended lead. You're in trouble, dickhead." Right. Hannah, my friend Jess has a smelling fetish. Will you smell her? Abso-goddamn-lutely. That's why I was put on this earth. Bring her to me. Oh, nice. What, you like getting sniffed? Is there a particular area you'd like me to sniff? Hey, well, I don't want to overstep the mark. Just where of the neck? I'll stay above the equator. I'm not an animal. Right, you ready? Here we go. Is there a particular sort of etiquette that I'm gonna... Just get in there and give it a good... OK, right, sweet. Oh, that was quite nice. You sniffed me as well. That was quite cheeky. Yeah. So is that... What's happened now? So do you get off on that? Like... I want to know. But so if I sniff you... So... Because this could be a first on a comedy show for... You know, imagine that if you just went... Oh, like that. And there'll be ladies all over the country leaning to theirs, but "Sniff me, I want to see if it happens." So does it do anything for you, or is it just weird?
Yeah, it's just nice.
It's what? What? It's all right, tell Daddy, it's fine. You smell lovely. Yeah. Oh, how lovely. It sort of feels weird to handshake after we've, you know, been, you know... But you smell fantastic. Well done to you. Yeah. Jesus. That's the first time that's happened to me. Do you only like getting sniffed, or do you like to sniff?
Oh, give and take.
You'll give and take. How very modern. Now, it is time for your first act of this evening. You up for that, my friends? Excellent. Please welcome to stage the absolutely brilliant Tiff Stevenson!
Hello. It's nice to be out amongst you this evening, amongst people who like going out at night and drinking. But I don't know if you're aware of this, but our government has plans to put minimum pricing on alcohol. Yeah, we don't want that, do we, Camden? No, it's going to put up the price of the everyday vodka in Tesco's, isn't it? I'll tell you what, when you buy a bottle of that and a pregnancy test at 3 a.m. Staff in Tesco's get a little bit judgy. I say staff, I do mean self-service checkout. Because that's the way life's going, isn't it? Rise of the machines. I'll be honest with you lot, it's not where I thought I'd be in my life in my mid-30s. You're like, what? You're in your mid-30s? No way. Deal with it. You think I'd be stood there at 3 o'clock in the morning with a bottle of cheap vodka in one hand, pregnancy test in the other, arguing with a machine that's telling me I've got an unexpected item. I don't like the misconceptions about drinking, you know. This is quite a common one, right? If you drink a lot, it's because you're unhappy with yourself. That's not why we drink, is it? No. How about we drink because we're unhappy with every other prick in this world? Yes! Thank you. Yeah. I drink because I live in a world where the Kardashians exist. And there is nothing I can do about it, right? And I can see some of you in the crowd tonight, maybe some of you at home, don't know who the Kardashians are. Welcome, you are the blessed ones. They're kind of like an STD America gave the world. And no matter how many times you apply the cream, they won't disappear. We are living in what I like to refer to as an arsehole apocalypse, right? An apocalypse of arseholes. And those 3 Kardashian sisters are riding the horses. The 3 main ones are called Kim, Chloe, Courtney, all spelt with a K. That's 3 Ks, guys. The main sister is called Kim, or Pestilence. And she's married to another member of the arsehole apocalypse. That is Kanye West. This is a man who recently described himself as a polymath because, and I quote, "I rap, I produce music, and I design clothes." Yeah. I don't know if any of you have seen his fashion range. It looks like someone's had a breakdown with a glitter gun. That's not what a polymath is it? A polymath is someone who straddles disciplines like a colossus, yeah? 1 foot in the arts, 1 foot in the sciences. Leonardo da Vinci was a polymath. Or Leonardo Ninja Turtle. I'll accept them as polymaths because they're ninjas, they're turtles, they're heroes in half shells. Got a lot of stuff going on. Not the man who also described himself as the new Warhol. I think we misheard him there, didn't we? Definitely misheard him. They had a kid together, which they called Northwest. An actual name they gave a human child. Oh, I don't care if it's going to get bullied at school. I'm a polymath. I don't care. I'm just going to call it Northwest. Which is the direction I hope they fuck off in forever. That is pretty much my time, ladies and gents. I've been Tiff Stevenson. Thank you.
Let's have some questions. Would you shoot your best friend in the leg for 10 grand? Yes, I would. My best friend is Adam Hills. He wouldn't feel a goddamn thing. Wrong leg, Russ. Sorry. If you could take credit for anything in time, what would it be? Sky Plus. Yeah, I feel like a wizard. It's amazing. Paul Deacon, well done. Do normal dogs see police dogs and think, oh no, it's the cops, act normal? That's just exquisite. Well done. That reminds me of something my mum said recently. We were having food and she went, here's a question, who picks up guide dogs' poo? And you're like... Who does? That'd be such an awkward moment, wouldn't it? Man walking along like that, dog. Excuse me, sir, do you want to bloody pick that up? Oh, he's blind. Sorry, I didn't realise. It's okay, I'll eat it. Sorry. Now, are you ready for your headline act? Excellent. Now, you may have seen this man on the brilliant Channel 4 sitcom Catastrophe. His name is Rob Delaney. You're going to absolutely love him. So please go wild and crazy for Rob Delaney!
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. So I have a bunch of kids, too many. I have 2 right now. A third one's going to be here in a few minutes. And anyway, the older one that I have now, the older one of the 2 is not mine. My wife fucked a guy she works with. His name is Brian Horvath. And I know I shouldn't say his name on stage, on TV, but I'm raising this kid. His name is Brian Horvath. And I don't begrudge my wife. I travel for work a lot, and what's she gonna do? Not fuck him? So, in a way, I know he's not mine. It's like, I look like what I look like, which is this, and then my wife is a beautiful, blonde, blue-eyed hillbilly from the mountains of western North Carolina. Anybody seen the movie Nell with Jodie Foster? The one where she lives in the woods and is like, chicka-pug! Like, that's my wife, exactly. And then further on the spectrum is our son, who is the blondest, blue-eyed. His hair is like white corn silk at the bottom of the ocean, wisping about. His eyes look like lakes in northern Norway. You know where they see the sun for like 20 minutes a year, and then everybody runs out of their hut and stabs a goat and then runs back inside? He's a beautiful Aryan angel. He has see-through, translucent skin. You can see his organs and his bones. He's so beautiful. Like, if Hitler saw my son, he would be like, and I have to be like, Hitler! Hurry up. Such a Hitler, that guy. I don't fuck women who aren't my wife, typically. And the reason for that is just we have all these little kids that we made, and if you have little kids, you know that what they do every morning, the first thing they do is they hook an industrial strength shop Hoover up to your heart, and they suck out everything that's good about you, and then it's gone for the day. You have nothing left to offer the world, you know? And so if after that you put them to bed and then your spouse is like, I have a need or a feeling, you're like, why the fuck would I care? And then if after that I got a text message from a mistress at like 10:30 p.m., I'd be like, the kid don't even have time to take a shit in my house. So that's why I don't fuck women who aren't my wife. It's not that I don't want to, it's just like clerically, I don't know how I would manage my diary to do that. It's more of a time management thing. Not because I love her, I'm just giving you a break. I mean, I wanna fuck other women, but I wanna do it about as much as I wanna be an astronaut, you know? Like, I'm sure it would be the greatest thing in the universe, but fuck you if I'm gonna put in the elbow grease. Thank you for laughing at that. As that joke was coming down the pike in my brain, I was like, I hope they have elbow grease in England. I don't know. That's a weird expression. Glad that you've got it. I buy my groceries online right now, which is cool. It's fun. It's not perfect though yet. The technology isn't perfect. And also it's too much power, I think, because I can be sitting there in my underwear, maybe, and I hit a button on my computer, and then a farmer gets like a jolt in his cerebral cortex and then stumbles out of his outhouse and walks up to a cow with a gun and blows his brains all over the ground, and then throws that into a blender, and then pours that into a trash bag and mails it to my family, and then I feed it to them. That's just crazy. You know, that's too much power. And I know that's not exactly what happens, but it is. That's exactly what happens, and I shouldn't have that power. I hope it's okay. Do you mind? Is it weird if I do a commercial in the middle of my set? I'm gonna do a quick commercial for fingering because I just learned how to do it a couple weeks ago. I'll be 40 soon, and my wife pulled me aside because she's like, what you're doing down there, I hate it, I hate you, you're damaging me. Here's the thing, when you're like, 10 or 11 or whatever, what happens is some neighborhood elder, some friend's older brother or whatever is like, all right, gather around, youngins, and he's like, here's what you do. You take your middle finger and you pretend it doesn't have knuckles, so it's just like a straight, imagine if you like dug up an obelisk from the Egyptian desert, and it's just a horrible implement, and you throw your fist down your trousers, and then just nobody should enjoy it, and that's what you do. And I was like, okay, and so I just did that just for decades, and so the other day my wife was like, hey honey, you got a second? And I was like, yeah, well, sure, of course. This is how we talk, and she goes, listen, you're harming me. And also, in addition to that, you're working way too hard, you're really going in there, first of all. And you just basically have to go into the foyer, basically. And it's more of like a I mean, you're burning no calories. It's just Sunday afternoon. I'm like, all right. And she goes, do you want to give it a shot? And I was like, okay. So I was like, and she's like, there you go. And so now I know how to do it, but I feel terrible because there's women all over New England and New York that I've damaged. I want to put an ad in the Boston Globe or a Groupon that's like, did this man finger you? You get a do-over. And just roam the countryside and be like, hey, Mary Ellen, I know it's been forever, but check this out. And she'll be like, Gary, get out here. And I think even if she's married, he won't be mad. He'll be like, get the fuck, I thought it was her, so it's a well, son of a gun. Thank you, brother. I would like to grill with you. That's how men communicate with each other. Just burn meat together, throw it at each other. So we got the third one coming along. Who cares? It's special when the first one comes. Subsequent ones, nobody cares. But I can remember when we came home from the hospital with the first one. It was so amazing, and I was so proud of my wife. I remember we spent like 4 days in our bed, just didn't leave, just staring at the baby and at each other in disbelief. And I remember after a few days, my wife said, honey, could you do me a favor? And I was like, yeah, I mean, after what you've just done for us, yeah, I mean, anything, you name it. And she said, would you take a look at my vagina and tell me if it's still there? And I said, no way. No. I mean, no. And she goes, all right, well, listen, after you fall asleep, I'll cut your throat to the bone, and you'll probably maybe bleed out in a minute, and then I'll raise this kid on my own. And I said, you know, you sure I can take a peek? And so I kind of worked my way down her body, and I was so nervous that I was gonna find like a billowing ham blanket held together with like staples and yarn. But I didn't. The vagina is amazing, and it had already gone like and fused back into the little enchilada that I know and love. So I just gave it a little kiss and said, baby, I'm so proud of you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot. Take it easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rob Delaney! And a massive round of applause to the lady that I lost my sniff virginity to. Madam, in the future, I hope you come back as a dog. Ladies and gentlemen, because that's going to be amazing for you, isn't it, Sniffy Sniffy? Thank you very much for watching the show. Good night. Farewell. Hello and welcome to Stand Up Central. Basically, I'm going to do stand-up, a couple of brilliant guests, and some questions from you, the British people. Are you in a good mood? Well, that's interesting, because I read today, apparently, English kids are the most depressed in the developed world. Did you know that? Yeah, it's hard for me to get my head around, because you've got it all. iPads, Heelys. What did we have? Chinese burns and slapsies. For years, I was baffled by the Chinese.
What's wrong with them? All they want to do is whisper and fuck up your wrists.
We weren't depressed because we had nothing and we were inventive. Girls were incredible when I was little. Give them an elastic band.
Cat's cradle, cat's cradle.
Or that creepy thing you did with paper.
Pick a number, pick a colour, pick a number, pick a colour.
What voodoo sorcery is this, Sarah?
Pick a number, pick a colour, pick a number, pick a colour.
Red, R-E-D.
Number! 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're a dick.
Exactly. Mum, the girls outwitted me again. Mum. You don't get to cry like that as an adult, do you? I spent my entire childhood crying. Mum, what is it? My tooth's falling out, Mum. I think I'm dying.
Don't worry, Russ. The tooth fairy will deal with that. Go on.
Can you remember the delirium inside your mind when you first found out about the tooth fairy? You're 8 years old. Like, what?
If a tooth falls out, a fairy arrives, takes it, and I get £1. That's right. Shit the bed twice. This is the greatest day of my life.
Can you remember the feeling of joy as you strode into school?
What is it? It's £1, Nathan. It's £1. What are you gonna do with it, Russ? I can do anything. I may even release a trolley.
And do you know what they're doing to get kids over their depression? Apparently, happiness lessons, which I think is a good idea. We're all searching for joy. I think it'd be quite nice to learn how to be happy. It's got to be better than the things we learned. Algebra, pointless. The recorder, the hours I spent playing Little Donkey, it has never helped me in my adult life. I've never been at a party. I don't know what this shit needs. Just girls in the corner. Oh. Do you know London's burning? You know what I do. The only good thing about playing the recorder, it meant at least you weren't playing the triangle. Do you remember those forgotten souls down the front of the class? Clunk, clunk, clunk. We're hitting metal with metal. Clunk, clunk. I think happiness lessons is a good idea. But what is fascinating about happiness is it's an elusive beast. You never quite know where it's going to be, you know? You never know what's going to make you happy. Very often, it can be tiny things. Like putting your hand in candle wax and peeling it off. Or seeing a baby eat mustard for the first time. Or the noise an old lady makes when she sees a cake. Oh. Or sniffing a Sharpie pen. It's like crack for nerds. Or seeing a woman reveal her true laugh. That's a lovely thing. Normally, ha ha ha, and then occasionally you get them. What the hell? Or seeing a man open an automatic door by pretending he's a Jedi. But the best thing in the world is laughing till you get tears in your eyes. And it happens always when you don't want it, you know? You're like, you might be on a train and your brain's like, remember this? But it's never profound or witty or wise, and everyone's like, what are you laughing at? It doesn't matter. What is it? A manga hitting the willy, you know? Like, the most I've ever laughed in my life, my friend Robert at school was kicking a gym door, right? And our teacher genuinely went, Robert! How would you like it if I smashed your back door in? This is the greatest day of our life! Oh. Talking of joy, it's now time for some of your questions.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Number one, Danny Clayton. Oh, my God. If you had a time machine, where would you masturbate first? What? Of all the things to do with time travel? Ross, did you kill Hitler? No, I didn't. I had a danger wank on the Titanic. That's what I did. It's awful. I'm flying, Jack! Sorry! Right, this is from Rosie, who says, anatophobia. How am I pronouncing that? Where are you? You don't have a clue. All right, you just wrote it. So it says, anatophobia is the phobia that somewhere, somehow, there is a duck watching you. I would argue you've just invented that word to make me look like a fool. Somewhere, somehow. That's the thing. Just with binoculars. Do you know ducks have got corkscrew-shaped penises? I know. Don't ask me how I know that. I don't need to know it. It's never helped me. I've never been, you know, in a park with a bottle of wine going, I've left my bottle. I know what to do. That's for watching me, you creepy little bastard. You up for your first guess? Excellent. This lady's wonderful. I saw her a couple of years at a charity gig, and I was like, this girl's brilliant. I have to work with her. And wouldn't you know it, 2 years later, because I'm quick, she's working with me. She's brilliant. You're going to love her. Please welcome stage the wonderful Sophie Hagen!
This is nice. I'm going to start by letting you know that I'm not from your country. Surprise, right? I'm from a country called Denmark. Thank you. So this is going to be how I talk. I know. I live here now, and I love living here. I think it's amazing. What I like about your country are your words. Like, for example, right, I'm fat. Now that, I don't mind that. I love that. I love my body. I think everyone should love my body. I mean, why wouldn't you? Shut up. But the thing is, when you're fat, you have to listen to a lot of abuse because there are people out there who hate fat people. Like, these people exist. And in English, you've made words for that. So a person who hates fat people, you can call them two things, right? You can call them either a fatophobe, right? Or a cunt. Did I pronounce that right? Was it? The only thing I really miss about Denmark are like my family and friends. Like Ina, she's my best friend. Ina, she's amazing, right? Ina, she's beautiful. Like she's, you know, the conventionally beautiful, skinny, blonde, right? So she's a very positive person, right? Because, you know, the world hasn't shit in her mouth yet. I'll give you an example. Ina, she believes in ghosts, right? Which I think is adorable because I used to as well, and then I turned 7. But Ina still believes. Like Ina, she told me this. She said, in my grandmother's house, there's a friendly ghost. I said, okay, how do you know that it's a friendly ghost? And she said, oh, it once pushed my grandmother down the stairs. I said, what? But then she said, yeah, but then my grandmother had to go to the hospital where they found out in time that she had cancer. So really, the ghost saved her life? No. Really? Really? Like, if you can shove an old woman down the stairs, you can also pick up a pen. Just be like, dear lady, get checked. Love ghost. Right, that's a friendly ghost. P.S. You're out of milk. Aww. All right, that's a friendly ghost. P.P.S. I've done your laundry. You're missing a sheet. I like living here. I don't know, I've noticed this tendency in your country. You guys get drunk. I met my favorite drunk person ever. It was in England, and I was in a kebab shop. Fuck you. It was a Saturday night. It was around 1 a.m. I was waiting for my food, so my night was peaking. And this kid walks in. He's like 16, 17 years old, with all this confidence and happiness of a drunk teenage boy. And he walks up to the counter and he just goes, mate, listen, mate, listen, mate, listen, mate. I have an idea that's gonna make us rich. We are going to invent a kebab with a mix of lamb and chicken. But the guy behind the counter didn't even change his facial expression. He just pointed at the sign behind him that said, mixed lamb and chicken kebab. And the kid, without missing a beat, just goes, mate, we did it. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much for listening. I've been Sophie Hagen. Good night.
Let's have some questions. Now, if you had an hour to live and you could do anything, what would you do? I would have sex with everyone in this room. I'd probably break into the zoo and bang all the animals. I'd probably first of all check I definitely had an hour to live. That would be an awful prank. You're just boning a zebra. Hey, what? What do you mean it was a joke? Just got a hand job off a meerkat, Dad. Are you out of your mind? They've got it on CCTV. I'm ruined. From Danielle. Do you think butterflies get tattoos of white girls on their lower back? Well done. There is nothing I can add there. That's just sensational. Sweet. Right. It is time for our next guest. Brilliant. I love this man. He's wonderful, and he's a very good footballer as well. Please welcome to the stage the wonderful Joe Wilkinson.
I never know what this is. What's that there for? Never worked it out. What is it? Oh, it's a finger rest. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, chat amongst yourselves. It's lovely. Where should I put the finger rest? Pop it in the corner. It's distracting, isn't it? I'll tell you what, that's a bloody health risk. Isn't it? That's got to go, honestly. Oh, better face that way, I think. Is it better? What works? No, I like it. I like it this way. Yeah. I don't need jokes. It just works. It just works. I went to a wedding recently. This is a bit of advice if you're going to a wedding, right? Never tell a bride with a bit of dog shit on her dress to chillax. They don't like it, they get annoyed. Yeah. Especially when they find out it was you that threw it at her. Yeah. I run out of confetti, I had to improvise. Yeah, I put it down to the stress of being the best man. You can throw rice, but you can't throw a naan bread. Camera there. Hello. That's unprofessional. Oh, Mum! Ah, shit, she hasn't got Sky. Yeah. Up yours, Mum. She'll never see it. She'll never see it. Get quite jealous of you lot sitting there. Oh, that's nice. I love sitting down. It's genuinely my favourite thing. I love sitting down so much, right, that I actually don't mind getting bad news. Your flat's burnt down. Oh, it's good to take the weight off. I moved out of London. If you're thinking of moving out of London, don't. There's fuck all there. There's nothing there. So I've moved out, and I find it quite... you're not going to believe this, but I find it quite hard to meet new people, right? I know, it's ridiculous. So you moving to a new area, mate? Oh, you just moved? Yeah. Oh, good for you. You're not going to like this bit then, right? Try this as an icebreaker, right? If you want to meet new people, try this as an icebreaker. As someone leaves their house, go up to them and say, "That's where you live." Another great place to meet new people is down by the canal at night. I know this because I'm down there most evenings. But a bit of advice. A lot of weird people hang about by canals at night, right? Just say a lot of weird people, right? I know this, you know, I come down there a lot. And, like, the other night, this one bloke weirded me out so much, right, that I almost dropped my claw hammer. Yeah. And I love that claw hammer. Don't know what I'd do if I lost that claw hammer. Probably lash out. Another good place to meet new people is outside the pub, isn't it? Because you can ask for a light. Yeah. But because I don't smoke, when I ask for a light, I don't light a cigarette. I light a candle. Or a Catherine wheel. I've just moved to the area. No, but you're not going to believe this, but I actually have a girlfriend. Fuck off! Mental. She has no confidence. None at all. Come on, come back with me. My flat's warm. So I had all these... when I was single, I had all these chat-up lines that I don't need now, and I thought I could give them to you people, and then you can carry on, use them to mate. Like one of the ones I'd say was, did you just fall from heaven because you've got a massive bruise on the side of your temple? Or if I told you you had a sexy body, would you let me have a go on your mobility scooter? But my best chat-up line wasn't really a chat-up line, right? What I'd do is I'd go into a bar. Ooh. Go on, Joe, tell us. And I'd go up to a girl, yeah, and I wouldn't say anything. Yeah? I'd just let her know I'm there, you know, like a good left back. Then eventually what I'd do, on the table in front of her, right, what I'd do is I'd chuck down a packet of Diacalm dual-action diarrhoea relief tablets, right? Chuck them on the table and I'd say, took a couple of them before I came out. Yeah. So if you come back with me, I can almost guarantee you I won't shit myself. Didn't always work. I should have used Imodium Quick Relief! Because that tells a girl, this guy's got a bit of sass. But we'll shit ourselves, most natural thing in the world. Put your hands up, guys. We'll shit ourselves, am I right? Who's with me? Yeah, most natural thing in the world. Good man, good man. We'll do it, nothing wrong with that. And I find the best way, when I shit myself, the best way of covering it up is what I do is I shout, "Oi! Stop washing yourself shit down the back of my tracksuit bottoms! No one leaves this opticians until we find out who's done it!" I shit myself in opticians, guys. Kind of why I got you here tonight. It's kind of the point to the show. And I feel better. I feel much, much better. This is a really slick way to end, isn't it? Go all the way to the back, so the laughter's gone. Any questions before I go? Oh, you kick yourself later. Just did that to add a bit of drama.
Wilkinson! Thanks very much for watching the show. And remember, somewhere out there, a duck is watching you. Hello! And welcome to Stand Up Central. Basically, I'm going to do stand-up, a couple of brilliant guests, and some questions from you, the British people. I found something out about this country of ours this week. Apparently, the English accent was voted the sexiest in the world. Well, you say that, but I would argue they've never been to the West Country. I will prove this.
He moves suddenly, so his hand is cupping my sax. And one of his fingers sinks slowly into me. This is mine, he whispers aggressively. Oh, mine! He eases his finger in, gauging my reaction. His eyes are burning.
It isn't erotic. There isn't an accent in this country that could make this arousing. Give me one. I'll prove it. Scouse, OK? Scouse. I'll summon my inner John Bishop. He moves suddenly, so his hand is cupping my sex. And one of his fingers sinks slowly into me. This is mine, he whispers aggressively on me. He eases his finger in and out as he gazes down at me. His eyes are burning. Next. Well, Welsh, no problem. He moves suddenly. So his hand is cupping my sex. One of his fingers sinks slowly into me. Well, I feel like a bowling ball. Next. Birmingham. He moves suddenly, so that his hand is cupping my sex, and one of his fingers sinks slowly into me.
This is mine, he whispers aggressively. All mine. I say not now, Trevor. You've got to put the wheelie bin out.
There isn't one. Cockney's probably the worst.
Amo suddenly. Oh, look. It's a sudden mover. His hand's cupping my sex. Who the fuck do you think you are? Walk into my manor and grab hold of my lady garden. This is mine, he whispers. Oh, really? Oh, what, you own it, do you, you horrible kvass? Put it down or I'll cut you. He's eased his finger in. I've gone, oi! Get it out!
There you go. I think I proved my point. Right, let's have a question. Number 1 from Alex Hudson. Hello, Alex, wherever you are. What's it like to be an independent black woman who don't need no man? Okay. Oh, I see. Now it makes sense. Very good. Very good indeed. Oh, how lovely would it be if somewhere Beyonce's doing a similar thing? She's just picked one up.
What's it like having a lazy eye?
What is your funniest experience at university? It's from Rebecca. Never really had one. You think university is going to be sex, drugs, rock and roll, whereas the reality is more just kind of, did you take my milk? It's one of those people that used to leave notes.
Somebody's had my milk. It was all of us. And it was fucking delicious.
Scary fact. What if every time you yawn, a ghost puts their penis in your mouth? Or if ever there was a way of terrifying your children into going to bed early, that is it, isn't it?
I want to stay up late, Mum. What's the worst that can happen? Well, the next day, Russ, you might get tired, you might yawn, and Casper might face-fuck you. I will be going to bed now, Mother. Fetch my hot water bottle. I'm in for a big one.
From Jamie, the first person to milk a cow, what were their actual intentions? That's a very good point. That is an interesting... It must have just been a pervert who got unbelievably lucky. What? No, it's good, it's good. What for your first guest? Brilliant. Please, welcome to stage the wonderful Paul McCaffrey!
Hello. Everybody well? Very nice. I can see a couple of concerned faces. I should address this straight off the bat. I can see a few people thinking, does this guy realise what he looks like? Screw you. I know exactly what I look like. I look like Oasis Lego. This is Fact has not escaped me. I quit drinking a little while back for 8 months because something happened to me that hadn't happened for over a decade and it scared me. And I used to do this a lot in my 20s when I drank specifically dark rum or Jack Daniels. Either of those two drinks, if I drank too much of it, I would go to bed, shit-faced. I would get up in the middle of the night, still very much asleep. I would then walk to somewhere in the house that definitely wasn't the toilet. I'll have a piss. Now, we have all either done this or know someone that has, right? And I would never remember it the next day. I'd always just wake up with this sense in my stomach. I'd wake up and think, I think I've pissed somewhere last night. But I could never remember specifically where. I'd have to start looking around the house for the puddle. I'll tell you what it was like. It was like playing Cluedo in reverse. I knew who the culprit was. I knew what the weapon was. I shouldn't know which room in the house it had taken place in. Now, this hadn't happened for over a decade. I recently got married. What I don't tell you, when you get married, is you're going to have some of the most tedious conversations of your life. Not with your wife, with other couples. We're around to another couple's house for dinner. The lady, delightful. The guy, literally the most boring man I've ever met in my life. Aggressively boring. I think he should have warned me in advance. All he wanted to talk about was the benefits of living in a new-build house. What? As soon as he got through the door, he goes, have you ever thought about living in a new build, Paul? I'll tell you what, Paul, living in a new build has changed my life. I thought, how shit was your life before? All he's going on about all night. I'll tell you another thing about new builds, Paul. The kitchens are sensational. Another thing, Paul, you can choose which way the garden faces before you move in. I'm like, are you trying to sell me a new build? I'm not interested. It was doing my head in. It literally got to the point where every time he said new build, I was downing a glass of white wine. Just to numb the pain. It was like the shittest drinking game I have ever played. You know these drinking games where a word is said in a song, so you have to down a drink? Roxanne by the Police is the famous one. Every time they say Roxanne, you down a drink. Jammin' by Bob Marley, same principle. This is the best one, the fake moustache game. You know this? This is incredible. You stick a fake moustache on the TV screen. Every time someone in the programme lines up with it, you down a drink. If you're a real pisshead, you could just stick it on when the news is on. You'd be like, ah! I'm down in white wine at this speed. Now, if we know anything, we know this. White wine is not a session drink for the following reason. There's only two settings when you drink white wine, and that is sober and too pissed. There's nothing in the middle. Sober, banjaxed. This is how it goes when you drink white wine. Well, this Pinot's delicious. I arrived there. I was gone. I was in the eye of the storm. I don't remember the last 2 hours of the evening, but I woke up in this other couple's house and thought, I've pissed somewhere. I have pissed somewhere. Check the front of my boxers, damp, it's happened. Now, obviously, normally at this point, I start looking around the house for the puddle. Didn't need to on this occasion. I woke up screaming headache and heard the girl of the couple shout out of the front room to her husband, "Darling, I think we've got a leak." I thought, oh, God. I walk into the front room, she's on her hands and knees in front of the sofa. I've pissed on the sofa and I've lifted the cushion up like it's a toilet seat. She's got her hands in the puddle. Yeah, you can groan all you want. I'm not proud of what I did that night myself, but let me tell you now, it took a big man to own up in that situation. Which is why I started going, where the bloody hell's that coming from? So that is weird, isn't it? The bloke walked in and said, that's the problem with these new builds, mate. The plumbing's shit. Thank you very much. Shall we, Paul McCaffrey? Take care. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul McCaffrey. Let's have some more of your questions. What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you this year? It's very specific. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I was having a toilet recently. I was around Mum's house and I was having a poo, and I thought I was alone. That's why I left the door open. And my mum's dog walked past and stopped and watched me. With a real look of confusion, as if to go, what are you doing? There's a garden out there.
Look at your body. Why is your willy the same colour as your body?
Now, like I say, I thought I was alone, so I had some fun with the dog. Listen. I thought it'd be fun to start going, do you like that? Yeah? Is that what gets you off? Do you like watching humans have a poo? Is that what you like, you dirty little shit? And then it became apparent that I wasn't alone. Because I heard my mum giggling. And I could hear her around the corner. How long have you been there?
Long enough.
Right, it's time for your headline act. Are you ready for your headline act? This man is absolutely brilliant. You're gonna love him. Please welcome to the stage, Dobra!
All right. See a lot of young people up in here. You're welcome. It's mad because I often get asked to do events on that basis. You know, young people love this. Young people are so into this kind of thing. These gigs are great for young people. Young people, it's perfect for young people, so it's going to be absolutely brilliant for you. And I see that as a somewhat subjective observation, you know, because I hate young people. You know? I hate young people because they are people who are younger than me, you know? How dare they? When you get as deep into your 30s as I am, you start to get insecure about shit. Okay? You know, things get different. Like, you start to notice little things each day with each passing day that they're signals that you're inching that little bit closer to middle age. You know, like now if I drop something I need on the floor, I just look at it like, eh. I ain't picking you up straight away, man. Fuck you. Stay there for a bit, bro. Come back to you later. I'm feeling nimble. You know, I ache more. You know, my hairline is going through some kind of a bitter divorce with my face. Yeah. This used to be a 4-head. It's a 5-head now, okay? Every week, my barber every week, he's got the razor at my hairline like, yo, if I take this line up any further back, I'm gonna cut your throat from behind, okay? You know, I grew up as a rapper, you know, and growing up as a rapper, I'll be honest with you, I never thought I would live this long. I thought I would hit 27 and then die of like a weed and pussy overdose, you know? It never worked out that way. Now I'm a rapper in his 30s. With kids. And a shed. You know? What do you young people know about that? You know? Well, what do you know? What do you young people know about having a pair of trainers specifically for garden use? What the fuck do you know about that? Do you know about that? What do you know? What do you know about back pain? What do you know about receding hairlines and chilblains? What do you know about the 80s, when the coolest thing you could say was, baby, page me? Huh? What do you know? What do you know about 4-channel telly, corned beef hash and spotted dick in your belly? What do you know about getting shoes that ain't Nikes and drawing the swoosh? What do you know about finding porn in a bush? If your definition of old school is MySpace, I say get the fuck out of my face. What do you know about no smartphones? Calling your girl's house, but her father's home. Hello, sir. I'd like to have sex with your daughter. Nice one. Because we're way past dry humps. Matter of fact, what do you know about dry humps? Fully clothed on the bed where you find us. Innocent like 2 little angels. Nowadays, kids want first date anal. Instant action, thanks to that Tinder thing. What do you know about waiting 2 months for fingering? You know, but I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter that my internet was the yellow pages. No, I'm not. I'm just amazed at how far we've come in such a short space of time. You know, how far things have moved on, you know, in the post-digital revolution. It's been so quick. In fact, comedy is a perfect example of that, you know, because the last time I did a show with Russell on TV, you know, I did a song about tea, and I thought it was pretty dumb, right? But when it got ripped onto YouTube, it got millions of views in the space of a couple months. Like I say, I thought it was pretty dumb, right? But millions of people loved it. But like 6 months after it had gone up, I started seeing the comments from the kids underneath. Remember this T-rap from back in the day. Remember this from old school? Oh, yeah, the T song. This brings back memories. 6 months ago, you little shits. How fast is popular culture moving? And I suppose the caveat to all of this is that, you know, I should stress, I'm not an old man. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm an older man. I'm an older man. I'm not an old man. So, it bugs me even more when I'm in conversation with like a 26-year-old. about, you know, some topic, and then they'll say, oh, yeah, it would be slightly different for someone of your generation. Hold on, that generation is 30 years, all right? Not 10, you trendy beard motherfucker. Give me a break. Give me a break. Ageist. Ageism. You know? It's just another ism that's out there killing us in the 21st century. We think we're beyond all the isms. No, they're all out there. They're all out there just wheedling their way into our lives. Don't get it twisted. They're not gone. Sexism still rife. Sexism is still rife. Women get objectified every day. What's going on? And yet, subject matter is so slim all of a sudden. When there's profound issues throughout the universe that are as yet untouched. Profound problems that man has not yet solved. For example, the human ability to make Kanye West smile. You know? That is a lifetime goal I really want to achieve, you know? It's like, I don't know if his lips are all poorly, but it must have happened once, surely. Perhaps when his daughter was born, or maybe when he thought, I'll call her North. Even then it would have been in private. He might have smiled or he might not have liked it. I can't be sure and I need to know. Does he even really have teeth he can show? I know it's tough making millions of bucks, basically doing all the things that you love. Lest we forget, he is a genius, married to a model who attends to his penis. For God's sake, spare a thought for Kanye, cause the poor guy's options aren't great. Rapper to rapper, let me sit with him a while and do the impossible, make Kanye smile. Ooh, Kanye, you gotta crack a smile. I gotta make it happen, I gotta make it happen. Oh, just a fucking cheeky little grin. Please, I need to know that you're happy within. First up, take him to the circus. Who knows, a little smirk might surface. Or take him to a fun fair. See the clues in the name, there's fun there. Kanye, I hope you show your teeth when we go on the roller coaster. And I reckon you'll have a smile ready when I hit a coconut and win you a teddy. No good? Alright, change tact. How about a really cute animal fact? Otters hold hands when they sleep in a lake. Stops anybody from drifting away. Yeah? Okay. Nothing that a one-liner won't kill. Warhorse walks into a bar. Barman says, why the long film? Ooh, Kanye, you gotta crack a smile. I gotta make it happen. I gotta make it happen. Oh, just a fucking cheeky little grin. Please, I need to know that you're happy within. Peace. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doc Brown! Thank you very much for watching the show. And for goodness sake, when you yawn tonight, watch out. Hello and welcome to Stand Up Central. That's very kind. Basically, it's going to be a laugh. I'm doing stand-up. I've got two brilliant special guests, and I've got questions from you weirdos. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Now, I read a story today that really made me laugh. I read a story. There was a lady who was arrested in the cinema for masturbating whilst watching 50 Shades of Grey. Which does beg the question, who complained? I have not come here to see filth like that. That's it, Christian. You spank her good. Hello, officer. Yes, I'd like to make an arrest, please. No, she's refusing to come quietly. That's the problem. Masturbating at the cinema? I bet you money she was there just going... Done. That must have been a tricky arrest. Because if she's touching herself over 50 Shades of Grey, imagine when they tried to cuff her. just oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Dominate me, you bastard! It's like uniform dating. Cuff me. Have you seen that website? Uniform dating? It's amazing. It's for people who want to go out with people whose job involves them wearing a uniform. Let's call that what their website is. Women who want to bang firemen. Because I refuse to believe there's ladies sat there going, fucking hell, Trade. Look at him. It's the lollipop man. It's a beekeeper. I love beekeepers. Traffic warden! Ah! You into that kind of filth? 50 Shades? Slapping? Whipping? No. A few people. Not for me, you know. I'm not into bondage. I've never been, you know, making love and thought, this is fun, but I'd rather fight her. I don't like... To be honest, that's probably the noise I'd make if I was hit. I am. I don't even like getting tickled. There's 3 stages of tickling. I'm laughing, I'm crying, I've shit myself. And none of those are improved with a boner. Now, this is the part of the show that I'm quite excited about. These are the questions, so we're going to have some fun. Yeah, that's right. What do you think of cannabis? Have you ever tried it? Yes. Obviously. It's a good drug, isn't it? It's the only drug, to my knowledge, that makes you giggle and paranoid. Who's laughing? You also access a different realm of your brain. I was stoned with my mates. We were watching Star Wars, and my mate Tom honestly went, this is shit. Why is it when they get their lightsabers out, you never see any moths? It was like... What's the most useless... Sean Connery wrote this. What's the most useless superpower you can think of? For example, having the superpower to turn traffic lights to red by your eyes. I don't know, invisibility, but, you know, you're blind, probably. I'm in the changing rooms, the girls don't know I'm here. We can see your dog, Russ. Have you ever been to Australia? Yes. I have. It's a wonderful place. Brilliantly funny people. I was once at a zoo in Australia, and a bloke went, yeah, a couple of years ago, some bloke got into the lion enclosure and tried to read the Bible to a lion. They fucking killed him. It's a bloody long book, implying that was the reason why they done it. Like there was a lion sat there going, well, this is dragging. If he says bagat one more time, I'm going to scoff his guts. Now, you up for your first act? Superb! This man is really funny. He's also from Norway, which is an excellent place to go. I went to Norway last year and had a fantastic incident with a waiter because they were eating reindeer and deer, and I got a bit freaked out. And I was like, mate, what's the difference between deer and reindeer? And this bloke genuinely looked at me and went, one is Rudolph, the other is Bambi. You must decide who you love more. It's a brilliant place, and he is a brilliant comedian. You're going to absolutely love him. So please go wild and crazy and welcome to stage the fantastic Daniel Simonson!
Hello. Hello. Yes, so I'm from Norway. Yeah. I'm very scared of not being likable on stage. That's why I don't go to the gym. It's not good to come up on stage and look like you have a great life. Just be really confident. Just so, hey guys, you're getting a lot of pussy lately. It's really funny. That would be a good way to lose the whole room. There's people looking at you. Who's this prick? Who's getting all the pussy? It's much better if you come across as a loser and you talk about how much you suck.
Ska man få, oh, hello everybody. I never seem to get any pussy. Because I'm so awkward. Sometimes I think I might kill myself.
5 stars. So, I don't like my jumper. It's wool, so I can't clean it. If I clean it, it becomes a scarf. You know? Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm trying to dress like a grown-up. All my friends, they're so straight now. They wear a shirt and they go to dinners and they talk about the potatoes, you know. That's not me. I love rap, so I want to be baggy. I was in this vintage store and I saw this amazing jumper from Adidas. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, that is me. If I have that, I will be free. Then I tried it on, and it was too big. So I couldn't buy it. Not too big for me, but too big for society. I feel after I moved to the UK, I became less likable. You know what really pisses me off now? People who walk slow. I never tell them anything, but I want them to feel guilt, you know? This is what I do when I go by them. I just go. And then I show them how they should walk, you know? Sometimes I walk slow myself. I'm not perfect. You know what really pisses me off, Dan? When people step on the back of your shoe and it goes halfway off. What kind of moron does that? I don't even turn the whole way around then. I just go like... That's how I show him how much he fucked up. I want him to feel that it's not okay to make a mistake. I don't know why that's so annoying. Sometimes I'm at home 3 hours later. I'm alone making spaghetti. I'm still pissed off. I have to stop and show myself how annoyed I am. I'm just breathing negativity into the spaghetti. And then I eat it, and it goes back into me. Yeah. That's how you become British. Okay, guys, that's it for me. Thank you. Yeah.
Simonson! Let's have some more of your questions. On a scale from pudding to yoghurt, how bouncy are your tits? I think we're dealing with semolina. This was from Timmy. Why did I pull my trousers down on Saturday? I don't know. Where are you, Timmy? Oh, they are, waving. I like the fact that now you're all meek, whereas Saturday night... Ooh. What were you playing at? Why did you pull your trousers down?
I don't really know.
You don't know, but where were you?
Out for my 21st.
You were out for your 21st. Well, the clue's there, so I'm guessing you were quite pissed it was your 21st birthday, and you're like, I'm allowed to do anything. You're like, well, not anything, fucking anything. Unless, you didn't pull your trousers down in front of yourself, in front of the mirror. That would probably be the loneliest 21st ever. Happy birthday to me. Just making your dick jump. Happy birthday to me. Just crying on your own penis. Happy birthday, dear Timmy. Happy birthday to me. Just your mum knocking on the door.
You're adopted.
That would be cool. Now, are you ready for your headline act? Excellent. Please welcome to the stage the brilliant Katherine Ryan!
Thank you very much for being here. Look at you. Thank you to the people who are watching on TV. I love TV, so I'm glad to be here on TV. It's amazing, isn't it? I love celebrities, and I get in trouble sometimes for talking nasty about them. That's not fair, right? There are some celebrities who are amazing. Some I will never say a bad word about, right? Like Mo Farah. Look at him. He's an amazing man, an Olympian, a British hero, a good man, a good father, a Somalian who acquires gold on land. There's nothing I don't like about that guy. He's amazing. Celebrity Big Brother. Do you watch that? No. Some of you won't admit to no. If you don't watch it, it's where people who've been on TV once and can't pay their tax bill enter a house until there's a mass ritual suicide. I hope. And this last one was really, really good. Katie Hopkins was in the house. She's Britain's most hated woman. You don't like her. You don't like her. Does anybody like her? You see? You see what's happened? We had some woo! I meet people like this in the street who are like, she came across really well on TV. So did Bill Cosby. What are you doing? What are you doing? She's an evil woman. Bill Cosby, by the way, we all know might be a massive rapist. I'm not telling anyone that for the first time. No, you know this. I mean, maybe he's not. We don't really know. A lot of women say that they were raped by Bill Cosby back, like when rape was just frowned upon, like smoking weed. But try not to, but if you have to, just make sure you're famous. And, but we can't get to the bottom of it. I don't know if he's guilty. We don't know. He's not in prison, and he can't ask Bill Cosby if he's a rapist. He hates that. Right? He hates it. He will walk out of an interview if you ask him if he's a rapist. Convicted rapist Mike Tyson also hates being asked if he's a rapist, by the way. That's just a fun fact. Madam, have you ever raped anyone? No, she's still here. Neither have I. You know who hates being asked if they're a rapist? Rapists. Yeah, they don't like it. A little fun clue. Chet Evans' girlfriend continues to stand by him, though, proving that there's one woman in Britain who wants to marry a footballer more than she doesn't want to marry a rapist. I'm single. I don't care. Is anyone else single? She's like, no. No, God, no. I couldn't be single. I'm a woman. It's true. People worry about you if you're single and you're a woman. I get letters about being single and a woman. And, I got a letter the other day from a lady, and she's very concerned. She's like, dear Katherine, we came to see you on tour, and I heard you say that you were single. My brother Ray is also single. Why am I getting this? Why? A man would never get this. Leonardo DiCaprio is mysterious, exciting, because he's single. I'm sure he's not getting letters. Dear Leo, my brother Ray is also single. We have the same number of Oscars. What's the problem? She went on. We're the same. She said, we'd be willing to accompany Ray on the megabus to London. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The only time somebody takes a megabus to meet someone they've seen on TV is to kill them. I'm not stupid. I'm not coming. Your TV stars are very weird people. Glamour models. What's that? They're some of the most famous women in Britain. I'm a model. I'm a glamour model. Right? Well, I'm a model, but I'm a glamour model. I'm a glamour model. Think about it. It doesn't mean anything. We do not have glamour models in Canada. I mean, we have girls who get their tits out, but we don't have a name for them. Just a charity. But here they're everywhere. I'm a model. I'm a glamour model. What does it mean? Does glamour mean tits? Is that what it means? Oh, so my nan is a glamour cancer survivor. My bad. I've been saying it wrong. Ladies, get your glamograms. Hey. What? Well, I'm a model, actually. I'm a model. What are you modeling? Coils? I can see inside of you. You're naked. You don't have any clothes on. I don't get it. And I had a phone conversation with one of these women. Fine, no problem. The problem, though, was I found naked pictures of her in my then boyfriend's mobile. And I saw the pictures, and I thought, oh, maybe this is a mistake. Maybe this is a terrible misunderstanding. I'll just ring the number, and I'll sort it out. So I rang the number on the text, and I said, hi, I found naked pictures of you in Steve's mobile, and I would just like to know how they got there. She was nice. She was nice to me. Right? She's like, oh, good, babes, oh, good. I feel well bad, yeah. All right, I'll tell you everything, right? Let's be friends. Oh, good, a new friend. So, I met him one night in London, right? And we was talking, and then one night, he texts me, what are you doing? And I said, nothing, right? And he texts me, what are you wearing? And I said, nothing, right? And he said, prove it. And I said, all right. And I was like, oh, ew, ow. But did you sleep together? And she was offended. She was like, what? Oh, God, babes, no, nothing happened. No, he's a well-nice guy. He loves you. No, nothing happened. I didn't bang him. Nothing happened. I didn't bang him. Nothing happened. I'm like, whoa. Why are you saying those two things like they're the same? Right? Like something happened in between that I'm not cool with. And I confronted him, and he said the same thing. He's like, what's your problem? You're a lunatic. You have no right to be angry. What's your problem? I didn't bang her. What's your problem? Right, I didn't bang her. And I thought, what do I look like to you? That's right. I'm a strong, powerful, beautiful black woman. And I am fresh out of didn't bang her medals. Otherwise, I'd give you one. We can have a parade, you magnificent prick. I usually keep my didn't bang her medals right next to the you've never hit me trophies. Have one of them. Right alongside the you tolerate my child certificates. I am a woman of a certain age, and I am certain that I don't need you around. So I threw him straight out like 10 months later. I threw him straight out. And I'll take that. Cheryl Cole got cheated on, and it made her the nation's sweetheart. Isn't she gorgeous, right? Gorgeous like a baby. So gorgeous it makes you forget she's garbage. That's how hot that chick is. That's how... Don't feel that, don't. Cheryl Cole would glass each of you in an alley tomorrow. I feel sad for Cheryl Cole. No, but she's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous like a baby. And I know I can't do a Geordie accent, but I don't care, no. I don't care. It's a bit more UK calypso when I do it. I don't care. I don't care, no. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? I'm the nation's sweetheart. The nation's sweetheart. No! You were the answer to the question, how beautiful do you have to be to make the nation forget about your racist assault charge? That's what it is. Think about it. She's too beautiful to be human. That girl is gorgeous. If you were the Antichrist and you wanted to come to Earth and fit in and do well, you would do it as Cheryl Cole, wouldn't you? Trust me, even God's throwing everything he can at this thing. Malaria, it won't die. You've been so lovely. Thank you so much for listening. I hope to see you soon. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Katherine Ryan! Give it up for the 2 acts you saw! And for Christ's sake, Tim, keep your dick in your trousers. Good night, my friends. To Stand Up Central. Basically, it's going to be a show where I'm doing stand-up. I've got 2 guests, and we have questions from you. I like living around here. Do you know what I like? You bump into weird people. And people that have seen my gigs. Like, I did a gig in Leeds, and I was talking about, like, I don't really like having a poo in public because I don't like the noise that my thuddage makes. I'm embarrassed about it. And I spoke about this in Leeds. Now, a woman had obviously seen me do a gig in Leeds because she came up to me in the street near here and went, I can fix your toilet problem. What are you talking about? You know, you don't like people listening. She was about 50 and just went, paper. What? And she was looking over her shoulder like it was this ancient secret. Paper. Put the paper in the water.
cushions the blow.
It gets even better. This magnificent lady had given it a name. She called it, and I quote,
the turd hammock.
What a human being to meet. I'd far rather meet people like that, you know? I'm interested in real people. I don't really like the celebrity world. I got asked to meet Miley Cyrus recently. I'm not sure if I ever said fuck off quicker. It's like, but what would you talk to her about, you know? It's like, she invented twerking. Twerking's not a dance. That's what dogs do when they've got arseworms against a tree. She's so depressing. She has to get half naked because her songwriting's so shit, you know? Just, oh, lick a hammer, don't listen to the words, look at my flaps, you know? You never saw Bob Dylan doing that, did you? Just, how many roads must a man walk down before you must call him a man? Just Otis Redding slamming his dick in a wheelie bin, sitting on the dock of the bed. It's depressing. What's depressing? You know the girls from Geordie Shore? They make more money than doctors. They've got a fitness DVD that sold thousands. Athletes should do fitness DVDs, not slags. I knew I needed more upper body strength when I struggled wanking Callum Bestoff round the back of my hickey. At this point, you may be feeling a deep burn. Don't worry, girls, it's just a status. You know? More than doctors? Geordie Shore fitness. What next? Joey Essex advertising books. Although, in fairness, that is an advert we'd all like to watch. I used to think the squiggles inside there were dead spiders, but they're not. I used to put them on my head and pretend I was a house, but no! Books! With new full stops, I know exactly when to breathe. Weird. This is the part of the show where I answer your questions. I'm really excited. I wonder what riddles you will put towards me as an audience. Number one, what are the chances of me being able to disappoint you sexually? That's from Cameron Joseph Daniel Partridge the Fourth. Well, where are you, Cameron Joseph Partridge the Fourth? Here I am. That's probably not your hand. That's probably your manservant putting his hand out. Looky here. This is where my squire is. Is that really your name?
It's an exaggeration.
Well, it's not your name then, is it? Wow, who gives themselves their own nickname and makes it that fucking long? What's your real name?
Cameron Joseph Daniel Partridge.
So it is that. But it's not the fourth. Is that the joke? Is that the big aristocratic wheeze? I'm the seventh. Egg on your face, Howard. Egg on your face. Give me that quail's egg. And what do you do, Cameron?
Sixth form student.
Sixth form student. What do you hope to be when you're big?
Landowner.
Nice. Your teachers must fucking hate you. What do you want to be when you're older? Landowner, forager, adventurer. At my college, I want to work with metal. Heather from Leeds. Heather from Leeds. Hello. Do you like the Yorkshire accent? Yes, I do. Heather, can you say, oh, bastard, for me?
Oh, bastard.
Yeah. Nice. The accent is so sort of wonderfully plummy. It just like, is there ever a world where you and Cameron would ever meet? Yes, there is. I'd buy her family. Huh? You up for your first guest? Excellent. Then please welcome to the stage the wonderful Phil Ware!
Oh, hey guys. Hey, how's it going? Haha, all right. Yeah, good to hear. Well, what a lot of comedians like to do is they like to start by pointing out like a celebrity they look like. You know, like a weird thing they bear resemblance to. And it's funny, apparently if you look at me, right, and like squint really hard, that's racist, so don't... It's a really offensive impression. Yeah, my father's Chinese, you see, my father's Chinese, that's the mystery solved. Father's Chinese, but my mother's English, so relax. And when they met, they were just instantly attracted to one another, you know? My mother had a case of what's known as yellow fever. Pretty cool, right? Nice one, Mom. You slag. And my father had a case of what's known as wanting to move to the UK. And they just, you know, they really clicked, you know, good kids. I like them both. Everyone have a good Chinese New Year? I had a great Chinese New Year, thanks for asking. Good Chinese New Year. Spent it with my family. We had Chinese New Year together. Well, I mean, we just call it New Year. Call us old-fashioned. It was nice. This year we went out for lunch. Went to Chinatown. We went to town. Went to a Chinese restaurant. We went to a restaurant. We went to a Sichuan restaurant, right? Sichuan is a specific Chinese cuisine. Went to a Sichuan restaurant. But the thing is, I told my sister we should go to a dim sum place. I wanted to get some dim sum. But then she told my father we should go to a Cantonese place. And then he told my mother we should go to a Sichuan place. You know, just classic case of whispers. Yeah, naturally I got quite annoyed with my mother for making us go there, so I grabbed her arm and gave her a burn. But hey, family's family, you know, and I wouldn't change them, not for all the tea. Didn't think I had another, did you? Ha! I've got 50 of these. Okay, you guys have been swell, man. I'm just gonna finish now with some comedy characters. I've been working on some characters because it's important in this business to display your range. So I've been working on some characters, see what you think, okay? This is my first character. This is the bulimic Tyrannosaurus Rex. Stay with me, fellas. The bulimic T-Rex. Okay. Oh, I'm so fat. And this is the arrogant starfish. And this is my last one. This is my last character. This is the forgetful red pen. Okay, the forgetful red pen. Hey, you guys have been super swell. I've been Phil Wang. Have a wonderful life. Bye. Good night. Yeah.
Mr. Phil Wang! Let's have some more of your questions. This is from Jade. Have you ever Googled penis puppy? If not, why? Jade, where are you? Hello. I haven't Googled. Look at the camera trying to find you. There was real vigour to the way you ran there. The interesting thing is, his Tinder handle is actually penis puppy, so... I haven't Googled penis puppy. What is it?
It's like a really cute picture of a dog.
It's a cute picture of a dog.
But it kind of looks like a penis because how it's fallen asleep, like its ears make the head with his head.
Okay, so it's a sleeping dog that looks like a dick. I haven't seen that. That should be a new round in Crufts. Well, mate, you seen a new vag cat? Oh, it's funny. This is from Stuart Hawkins, the less successful of the Hawkin brothers. you ever threatened someone without meaning to? Yes. It's one of the perils of having a lazy eye, I'm afraid. Fuck you, sir. Sorry, madam. Now, well, it's time for your headline act of the evening. He's one of my favourite comedians, genuinely one of my favourite comedians in the world. I love watching him, so I'm going to sit back and watch him with you. So it's going to be fun. You're going to love him. He's absolutely brilliant. Please welcome to the stage the wonderful Andrew Maxwell!
Yay! How are you? Good. Let me tell you some things about myself, my friends. I've lived in England 20 years. That's the reaction you get from English people. Nothing. There's nothing at all. Let me tell you, my friends, that is not the reaction you get back home in Ireland. When you tell other Irish people you've lived in England for 20 years, this is what you get. How? How have you lived amongst the English for 20 years? How? How have you not lost your accent? What are you talking about? I'm not going to lose the only thing attractive on an Irishman. Right? I advertise Ireland. I do. I advertise Ireland, including Northern Ireland, which is not an easy sell. I don't know if you know this, there's a couple of elephants in the living room there. Does anybody here know what the #1 tourism attraction in Northern Ireland is? Giant's Causeway is what it always used to be, yes, sir. But has recently been taken over by the fact they've spent millions on a Titanic exhibition. Millions! With the slogan, "It was all right when I left here." Don't you eat that talk yet? Something that British and Irish people have in common is that we're different than anybody else in the rest of Europe. All across our political classes in Britain and Ireland, all the political parties want us to be like somebody, yeah? The buzzy political phrase is the Nordic model. They want us to grow up to be Norwegians. Has anybody ever been to Norway? Beautiful place. I was gigging in Oslo. So nice, so clean, so polite, so well educated, really well run, great environmental protection, great social equality between the genders. Boring as fuck! Oh, God. Oh, God. Until you go somewhere where there's no scumbags, you'd be surprised how quickly you miss them. Just wandering around going, why is nothing on fire? Listen, I have a lot of love for our Germanic cousins. But essentially what British and Irish people are the messy, rowdy people that got kicked out of everywhere else in Europe, heading west. Yeah? I only noticed that years ago. My mates used to live in Munich, right? All my mates from Dublin, they moved to Munich, right? We learned, when you're in Munich, you could see the Alps. We were drinking ourselves to death. So we decided, let's try snowboarding. Yeah? Just a bunch of Dublin scumbags. Let's try snowboarding. So we went up to the mountains and we hired the boards, we hired the boots, and that was it. Other than that, we snowboarded in our clothes. Which seemed perfectly normal to us until we had the reactions from the local, just horrified reactions from the local Germans, just like, what are you doing? You're snowboarding in your jeans. Yeah, they'll dry out. But you've got no goggles, you've got no gloves. We've all got hoods. Why have you all got a bag of cans? Because unless there's a sign specifically saying you can't have a bag of cans, you'd be mad not to bring a bag of cans, wouldn't you? It was there. Like, these people were so nice in Norway. But it turns out there's such a thing as too nice. Right, after 3 days, I just cracked. They were sweethearts like you, lovely people, but I couldn't take it anymore. Which is what happened to you, Norway? You're so nice! What happened to you? You used to be seafaring gang rapists. They're like, boo, boo. I was like, what, too soon? I'm not saying it's a bad thing that your ancestors are seafaring gang rapists. I'm saying it's a good thing. If they weren't, to this day, 8% of Irish people wouldn't be attractive. They're just too nice. It's a couple in the front row, late 30s, early 40s, looked like they were being together a long time, classic breeding age. I turned to the husband or partner, whatever he was, and I went, have you got kids? This is a response I've never had. This guy went, no, we don't have children in Norway. We have hobbies. I couldn't let it go. I was like, what are you talking about? We don't have children, we have hobbies. What kind of hobbies do you have? The guy went, myself and my partner, we have very kinky sex. I was like, do tell, Dirty Balls McGinty, I'm all ears. What are we talking about here? The guy went, my partner, she straddles me. Has anybody ever heard of that? A sexual position known as woman on top. Have you heard of that? I've seen it in a movie, I'll tell you what I saw. Now, from what I could gather, the man doesn't need to do a lot. He's basically a man sat in a chair. He just needs to stay focused and feel grateful. The woman, on the other hand, now, she had her back turned to me, but she was pumping up and down on him from her feet. That's how you do it properly, ladies. None of this lazy from the knee shit. We get nothing out of that. Our Willie's an up-down thing, not a forward-back thing. Grinding the shit out of us like you're trying to change the gear on our balls. Up, down. She straddles me. And then she takes my belt and she wraps it around my neck. And the harder she strangles me, the harder she pumps on me. And the harder she pumps, the harder she strangles, till I think I'm about to die. And I come with fear. I'm just looking around the room like, everybody's there. All the Norwegians are just like, yeah. You see, here in Norway, here in Scandinavia, we're very open-minded. You cannot shock us. We're very open-minded. This is like red rag to a bull for me. Well, I can't shock you. Ireland's premier wind-up merchant. I can't shock you. They're like, no, we're totally unshockable. Yeah. I can't shock you. No. Well, I'm from a place called Ireland. And in Ireland, we don't recycle. Have a great night. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Andrew Maxwell! Thanks very much for watching the show. I'm off to Google penis puppies. See you later. Hello and welcome to Stand Up Central. Now, thank you very much indeed. I have learnt a lot about myself this week. I learnt that my mum pretty much lives to embarrass me. We were in a car on a motorway, stuck in traffic, and this bloke got out of his car, knocked on our window and, "Can I have your photo?" That's fairly weird. It's made even weirder when your mum goes, "Help!" He's did you do that for? And I quote my mum directly when I say, because I'm 57 and I don't give a shit. She doesn't... We were in Starbucks the other day. You know when they do that thing, can I take your name? My mum's like, I don't know what it is. My creator calls me number 4. I've never seen confusion like it. Poor girl's writing number 4 on a cup. Cappuccino for number 4. That's for me. This is a woman who last year was pissed on a plane, genuinely going, Ras, look, I'm walking in the air. I went on holiday with her. I don't recommend that. We arrived in Dubai, and this bloke was behind the counter. He's like, Mr. and Mrs. Howard, how are you? You're like, whoa. They thought we were a couple, and my mum played up to it for the entire week. I was waiting for her at breakfast one morning. I swear to God, my mum walks in and just went, oh, my God, what a night. I've never had sex like it. Shut the fuck up! She told one of the waiters I was a male prostitute that she got cheap because my eyes were lazy. She is an absolute lunatic. Now, well, you seem fun. We've also got questions from you, which I'm very excited about. Number 1, this is from Sam. What is a vagina troll? I do believe that's my brother's Twitter feed. What's the best conversation you have ever overheard? I was once on a train and I heard a man with a really amazing robotic voice called Tom. It's just genuinely the conversation. This bloke was in front of him and he was like, I heard this, he went, you're right, Tom, how are you? Fine. You still seeing that girl? Yeah. We've been on 3 dates. What's her name? Yvonne. Don't you mean Yvonne? And he simply went, oh, God. Pretty much up there. What's the worst Christmas present you've ever been given? I once got 12 spoons from my mum. Last Christmas, from Durex, I got, for free, sent to me, a box full of treats, which were lots of condoms, lots of lube, and 2 vibrators. They obviously saw me on telly and went, he needs help. And honestly, listen to this. There was a note with it, which I would argue is the creepiest thing anyone's ever written. Because it honestly said, Christmas isn't just for kids. And you're like, oh. Somewhere at that moment, an elf died. And they went on to say probably 1 in 10 people want a sex toy for Christmas. Now, that's a lie, isn't it? You open presents in front of your family. Who's there going, way? What have you got now? Butt plug, same here. Ding dong merrily on high. Should have changed the John Lewis advert, innit? Just some old lady ramming a penguin up her ass. I challenge you to say my name. Nika Kuznetskiwa. Go on. Nika? Kunsevich. Sounds like a quite an off-colour thing you could order from Subway. I'll have the Kunsevich, please. Foot long. What do you do, Nika? Nika? You're a teacher? Oh, wow, the fun you must have. They just call you Miss, right? Miss K. Yeah, nice. I love that. Nah, fuck that. Miss K, innit? I had a rude boy kid come up to me the other day. He was in an apple shop. He was just this little sort of rude boy white kid, like, comes up to me like that. He's like about 9, and he's like, oh, my days. You're Russell Howard. What do you mean, oh, my days? You haven't had any. You're 4. He's like, man, you're well jokes. Do you know that? You're well jokes. And then he starts showing me jokes that I've told on this laptop in the shop. Look at that. I was like, yeah, I remember I said it. Yeah, that was all right, that one. I didn't mind that. And I got a bit embarrassed because he wouldn't leave me alone. I said, what do you want to be when you're older? Footballer, innit? And so I said, good luck with the football. This is how cocky and full of swagger this young boy was. He honestly looked at me and went, good luck with the comedy. And off he bounced. Are you afraid Britain will be taken over by horny robot clowns? No. You up for your first guest? Brilliant. Please welcome to stage the absolutely fantastic Sean McLolin!
Thanks. You all right? Yeah. Good. I'm good too. My name's Sean McLolin. I'm all right. Tense. A lot of tension in my life. Very tense at the minute. I've quit smoking and I'm moving house. I accidentally heard that song Bop today. I'm a bit tense. It's sort of... It's very difficult to move house today. It's very difficult to build a life if you're a young person, I think. Very difficult. It was much easier for older generations, I think. Much easier. The baby boomers, they had it sussed. This is how I know. I was asked a question by a man in his 50s. A young person would never ask a young person, ever. I said to this guy, I'm moving house. He said, you're moving? Are you renting or buying? What? Am I renting or buying? Am I renting or buying? Buying? Hey, you go to the butcher's, are you? What are you getting, sausages or gold? What? You think I can get a mortgage on a house? Mate, I'd struggle to get a mortgage on a baguette. Okay, I'm never going to own a house. I'm never going to own a house. Guys, I'm never going to own a house. I'm more likely to win the Grand National as a horse than to own a house. Maybe some of you in here are thinking, but Sean, what about the fact there are parts of the country that are pretty affordable for a first-time buyer? Oh, really, are there? Are there parts of the country where the asking price for a house is minus £1,600? Because that's my budget. It's a Burnley where they give you £2,000 for taking a house off their hands. I don't think so. It's bullshit. All these letting agents saying to me, well, if you move here, you'll be near the Sainsbury's. Well, then I can't move here. I do my food shopping in the discount aisle of Lidl. I can't shop there. Yeah, but you didn't even know Lidl had a discount aisle. Well, it does. It does. And believe you me, you shop there long enough, you start saying things you never thought you'd ever say. Things like, hey, what's for dinner? Croutons or Slovakian Dairy Lee? What's for dinner? Learn things. I've learned. I tell you now what doesn't taste like chicken. Otter. Oh, God save me. I'm so skinned. It's so hard, especially in this job. I'm a comedian. I've got to do things. Got to go out and see people and observe them so I can write material about them, you know? The moment I can't afford to eat and I can't afford to leave the house. What sort of fucking material am I going to come up with? Hey, ever notice how your tears are thinner when you got no potassium in your diet? Oh. I have to think about my life and where I'm going because it's not just me it's affecting. I've got a girlfriend and it's kind of an interesting relationship, I suppose. I'm 27. I live with my girlfriend, who is 37. Yeah, it's been quite an ego boost for both of us. It really has. Go out with someone older. That's what I'd say to all of you. Go out with someone older. If you're with someone, break up with them. Find someone older, honestly. My girlfriend is 37. She's 37. She's like a sexual partner and a constant reminder that the good times will end. Right, she's 37. What can two 27-year-olds offer each other apart from hope? Nothing. We can offer things. It's a system. I give her money for hit medicine. She gives me Werther's Originals. It's a system. This makes sense. This thing on. I love her. I love her with all my heart. I do. She's my best friend, my girlfriend. She's my best friend. She's got a catchphrase. How cool is that? My girlfriend's got a genuine catchphrase. Her catchphrase is, you're a liar, Sean. This is her catchphrase. No, going out for a few years, we reach a point where we realise we're very different people, me and her. We're very different people. That's not a problem in love. It's not a problem. And she's also very different to how you'd imagine. You know, you look at me, you maybe think I go out with a certain type of person. She isn't really like that. I mean, you look at me, you probably think I've drawn some tits in a shoebox. I'm calling it my girlfriend. That's not either. She's got a national insurance number and everything. But I suppose the big difference is that she wants to get married. She's at an age, I guess, she wants to get married. And the thing is, I love her. I don't know if I love her enough to marry her. That's the truth. No, and that's not to say I don't love her. It isn't, okay? Because I do. I love her to bits. I would take a bullet for her. But in the leg. Does that make sense? I wouldn't take a headshot. Or should I? If one of us has to die, it shouldn't be me. I'm young. I can still have a happy life. Anyway, that's me. My name's Sean McLolin. Thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you.
Let's have some questions. Just from Peter. Why is a horse? Okay, well, there's mixed ability in the room, that's right. I don't know, Peter, but I'm guessing there's more problems in your mind. Peter, are you... What? Peter, are you here? Yes. This is the kind of, like, perfect conversation to have with somebody just after they've taken mushrooms. Just kind of... just wander up to them and go, why are fridges called fridges? What do you do, Peter? You're a doctor. Wow. Please tell me that you work in mental health, because you've got problems, mate. Look what I'd drawn earlier. What the hell's that? Looks like a horse. Exactly! Why? I've got an image of you, fully, you know, dressed in your doctor gear, bellowing at a horse. What are you? Why are you alive? Right, you up for your headline act? Excellent. This lady is absolutely fabulous. You are going to love her. She's one of my best friends in the world. She's also very, very funny. Please go wild and crazy. Welcome to stage the wonderful Roshene Conington!
Hello. Wow, you lot seem like a bloody lovely crowd. Yeah. It's lovely to be here. My big news, ladies and gentlemen, is that I've got gallstones. Or my sex crystals, as I like to call them. Genuinely, I've got gallstones. And I asked my doctor, I said, sorry, why have I got gallstones? He went, oh, it's because you've got the 4 Fs. I was like, oh, OK, what are the 4 Fs? He went, fat, opened with it. I went, mate, you've got 4 to choose from. The next one better be fucking funny. He goes, fat, fertile, fair-skinned, and 40. I went, well, OK, well, I'm not 40. And he went, meh. I was like, so what do you mean, meh? Where did you fucking learn medicine? The School of Meatloaf? 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Meh. So, yeah, basically now I'm on a health kick and I've been trying to get healthy and it's exhausting because it's an enforced health kick. It's not even a choice. I'm a smoker and I hate being a smoker. Basically, being a smoker is like being a nutcase. You're arguing with yourself all day long about smoking. And I just stop selling cigarettes. Just stop selling. I'm a crackhead. I've got no say in it. Stop selling them. Instead of your stupid little measures, like every year the government come out and they're sort of like, we're raising the price of cigarettes to deter the smoker. We're raising the price of cigarettes to deter the smoker. It's like, no, when you raise the price of cigarettes, all you're doing is making poor people not buy fruit. That's all that happens. Sorry, how much are those fags? Put those apples back, Gary. It's ridiculous, because if they use those tactics on something else that was physically bad for you, but that you weren't physically addicted to, it would totally work. If cheesecake became £17 a packet, and they cover the packaging in photos of massive fat guts with mascara-stained tears the whole way down, I wouldn't buy a bloody cheesecake. Because I'm not addicted to cheesecake. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a bit of cheesecake. But it's not the same, it's not in the same league. You know, I've never been drunk at a party at midnight and gone up to a stranger. Sorry, mate. Sorry to be a pain. I know it's rude and I really hate asking. It's just I'm trying to give up. You haven't got a spare bit of cheesecake on you, have you? I'll give you £1. I've been made to join the gym. I've joined the gym and I don't belong there either. I mean, I do, but you know, I mean... I don't relate to the people in the gym. The people in there who look all happy. Like, why are you smiling? It's a shithole. Like, the people in the gym say, yeah, but the thing is, Rosh, if you look good, you feel good. That's the thing. If you look good, you feel good. I think that's a very dangerous sort of idea, because it's gone mad, because people are bleaching their own bumholes. Did you know that? Think about that. Bleaching, literally looking for happiness up their own arseholes. OK. They came for the boobs, I said nothing. They came for the vaginas with their glittery little wand sticks. I don't know why people have got so scared of vaginas in the last 10 years. They're like, oh my God, take it all off, colour it in, put some glitter on it, give it some eyes, make it talk. What are you doing? Trying to turn the vagina into a playpen? It's not a playpen, it's a bloody cathedral. People come out of it. But when you come for my bumhole, I've got something to say. Firstly, how good is everything in your life that you have to go looking for something to blame your malaise on? Like, most of us can still find enough reason to blame our unhappiness in our everyday lives. Our jobs, our relationships, our, family, and even physically. Front on, there's enough to make you depressed, surely, on any bad day. Like, well, this is unplayable. What to do with this? Imagine being that sorted, you go looking for shit. Like, well, I've sorted everything out, but I still feel down. I don't know what it is. I just don't feel right. I feel like a bit... Hang on a minute. My arse is too arse-coloured. I'm single. Give me a cheer if you're single. I've been single for so long that I make other people uncomfortable. Genuinely, I've been single for 8 years. So this is normally how it goes when I tell people I'm single. I go, oh, I'm single. They go, oh, how long have you been single, Rosh? And I go, 8 years. I go, oh. OK, ooh. And what they do is they try and tell me a story about another single person they knew, and it's sort of some weird hope stories. And it's always really eggy. So like, oh, I knew you remember Lucy? I worked with her my old job. She was single for a lot. She married a prince and run off. So to make other people more comfortable, I've come up with a thing that I like to say, which is, if anyone asks me if I'm single, I like to say, yeah, I am single, but you know why? I'm just a bit of a lone wolf. It's very cool, right? Right? OK, wolf is the most important part of that sentence. I've tried other animals. You know what's here? I'm a bit of a lonely goat, but here... My sister's always asked me, do I miss romance? She goes, do you miss romance, though? You must miss romance. And I've never had really any good experiences with any romantic gestures. Never. I always find them... Like, I went on a date a while ago with this Spanish guy, and he's very nice, and he invited me to his house, and I went into the front room. And when I got in the front room, there were candles literally everywhere. And that's when I worked out there's a very fine line between romantic and sacrificial. About 3 candles in it, I reckon. I genuinely didn't know if he's going to ask me to go to bed with him or kill a goat. And the last time anything like this happened to me was when I was with my ex, like 8 years ago. That's how fucking long I've been single. The last time this happened, I came in, he stood there in his pants as candles. I was like, ooh, sexy times. He's like, no, power cut, can't find my fucking jeans. I read this article that said people who have the most successful lives are the people who can make really good decisions in panic situations. They're the decisions that count, not the ones you have time over, like the real panic ones. I'm terrible in a panic situation. I'll give you an example. A while ago, and I'll end on this, I went to bed one night, and when I woke up, down here was on fire. Not a blaze. Like, call the brigade! No, I'd gone to bed, I'd cooked with chilies the night before. I'd gone to bed, hadn't gone out myself. I don't know why I said it like that. Basically, I woke up in a lot of pain. I literally woke up like, herpes has happened. Why? So I jumped out of the bed, ran to the shower, and as you'll know, if you've ever had chilies in your mouth and tried to cure it with water, makes it a lot worse. So I ran out of the shower, ran to the computer, typed into Google, and I wasn't the first, let me tell you that for nothing. There's a lot of chili genital disaster. And what it said you needed, Greek yoghurt. Dairy products, basically. Now, I didn't have any Greek yoghurt because I wasn't anticipating this happening. So I went to the fridge and I made what I now refer to as the executive decision. Don't look at me with your judgy eyes. Imagine your genitals are melting. I went to the fridge and I used a burger cheese slice. Guys, you've been absolutely lovely. Thank you very much. I've been Roshene Conington.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roshene Conington!
much for watching the show. Good night, my friends. Farewell. Hello and welcome to Stand Up Central. The show is me doing stand-up, 2 guests, questions from you, fine people. I saw something fantastic today that made my head explode with laughter. I was in a male change room and there was a 6-year-old girl there. Now, steady, right? But it does create real tension when there's a 6-year-old girl in a male changing room because you become very aware of your penis. You know, what if it hits her? What if I tap her on the head with it? What if she bites it? What if, God forbid? But none of those things happened. She was wonderful. She was prowling around the change room like she owned the place, just pointing at naked men, just, Willie. Willie. Boobs. Thyroid problem. Willie. And then she did something magnificent. She ran at a bloke that was about to go swimming. He had trunks on and a little hat. And then this little girl just ran at him and just went, I went swimming earlier! I had a wee in the pool. He was horrified. Everyone else in the change room howling with laughter. And that was the best thing. I'd never seen a naked man laugh before. What a treat that is. I didn't realise the John got involved. It's the loveliest thing. He's having a giggle. He's having a wiggle. I love it when a laugh occurs from nowhere, you know? It's great when life does that. I had one in Ireland last year. I was watching a lady, pretty about 60, having a sip of tea in this cabin, just having a lovely sip of tea like that. And her phone rang, and nobody could have predicted the noise that this little old lady's phone would make. Because from nowhere, it roared, I'm too sexy for my shirt! She picked the phone up and went mental. Just stop calling me, would you bollocks? I took the phone and hit again. Stop ringing me! And she turned to me and went, sorry about that, love. My husband changed my ringtone and I don't know how to fix it. Oh, everyone in the country wants to meet that 60-year-old man and shake him by the hand. You had an image of him just following his wife. She's in a restaurant, Dave. Fucking ring it now. Oh, she looks furious. This is better than the time we put cocaine in the sugar bowl. You know when you're not allowed to laugh, but all you want to do is you're like, It's like a friend of mine got mugged recently, and again, yeah, exactly. I was trying my best, but for some reason I was in a giggly mood, so I got mugged, and you're like, oh, yeah. So, yeah, what happened? And listen to this for a story. I was trying not to laugh. She's like, this arsehole grabbed my bag, but he didn't get my phone. So what she thought she'd do, she thought she'd throw the phone at him, knock him out, and go over there and pick her bag up. That didn't happen. What she did, she threw the phone, and the man simply caught it. You've forgotten something! Cheers. Now, this is the part of the show that I'm quite excited about. These are the questions, so we're going to have some fun. Would you rather be a cat for a day or a wizard? I'm going to go for wizard. Yeah, well, exactly. Why would you? I took some hobbits through Mordor. Yes, well, I buried my turds in a garden. 1-0 me. What cheers you up? It's quite profound. I think the thing that cheers me up the most in life... Do you know what it is, honestly? My neighbour 2 doors down, Roger, he's fucking great. Honestly, he's the poshest man I've ever met. You know, he's one of those guys, everything's exciting. You're like, you're right, Rog? Yes, I am, amazing. Do you know, I've just had the most glorious sandwich in my life. It was wonderful, Russell. Ham, cheese, melted. And you're sat there going, this man is describing a panini, and yet he's happier than I've ever been in my life. This is how great he is. The other day, I saw him across the street, went, you all right, Rog? And he went, I'm more than all right. I'm super duper wiggly woo. Cool. Right, you up for your first guest? Brilliant. Please, welcome to stage the absolutely fantastic Ian Sterling!
Camden, how the fuck are we? It's nice to be here. My name's Ian, as you can tell from my accent. I'm not from round here, as you can tell from my accent. I am, in fact, British. I'm furious about it. No offence, English people. Well done. You've done wonderful things with the place, right? But what happened was we had this referendum. Scotland had this referendum, and I'll explain to you what happened. Basically, Scotland, we were going to go independent, right? We were going to vote yes. Don't listen to, like, the facts or anything. We were going to vote yes, and then David Cameron promised us a load of shit. So we didn't vote yes, then that prick gave us none of the shit, right? That's what happened. The analogy I'm using at the minute is, you know, like at the end of every action film ever, there's that like final scene, like the bad guy's been like cornered by the police. He's like grabbed a victim, he's got a gun, and he's just like making demands. He's like, I want £1 million, I want a helicopter out of here, and I want control over my own taxation policy, right? The guy's losing his mind. And eventually the police go, look, man, put the gun down and you can have whatever you want, right? And he puts the gun down and they shoot him in the fucking face. That's what it feels like to be Scottish currently, right? Oh. We've got an immigration minister at the minute. Our immigration minister, a while ago, came out in the newspapers and went, immigration is out of control. So apparently immigration's out of control now. Like, you can't move for immigrants. Like, you open your bread bin, there's Romanian in there. It's like office nut on carbs. And am I the only one listening to the immigration minister going, immigration is out of control? Thinking, dickhead, that is your job. Like, it's true. A minister is the only job in the world where you can be shit at your job and then just blame someone like 4 years previously that done that job. You can't do that in any other job. I can't walk into a sandwich shop, order a ham sandwich, have the guy give me a shoe and then go, I'm really sorry, mate, but a couple of years ago, this was a Timpson's. Like, you can't do that. Britain's relationship with immigration is just so bizarre at the minute. Like, wherever you stand politically, British people, we all have one fundamental flaw when it comes to immigration, and that is this. As British people, we all romanticise how good Britain actually is. Like, wherever you stand politically, you've got these guys on the far right, like, nah, they come to this country, they take all our benefits, my dad never loved me, right? You've got these guys. But then equally on, you go on the far left, you get some maniac like a scarf on and dreadlocks in, just, come on, guys, quickly, everyone over here, yeah. Look, our countryside and infrastructure. A brown person, how random. Yay! I went to your country once on a gap year. My daddy loved me too much, you know. Wherever you stand on immigration, put the arguments to one side and think about it logically. Britain is a small island on the outskirts of Europe with shit weather in the middle of a double-dip recession. If someone comes to this country, we shouldn't be happy or angry. We should be fucking surprised, Shane. I mean, what? We're just so arrogant. Oh, everyone's coming over here. Great Britain. Yeah, so great, yeah. Britain has become like that 50-year-old woman in a nightclub that's convinced herself that everyone's hitting on her. Right, James? It's like, buy your own Bacardi and Coke, Carol Vorderman. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you to Russell for having me. I've been Ian Sterling. Good night. God bless. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Sterling! Let's have some questions. Did you know the male octopus throws his penis to the female so she can pregnate herself and then he grows another? What a lad. Wasn't that on an Attenborough documentary? Here we see. Thanks. What a geezer. What made you laugh the hardest in your entire life? Oh, I tell you what. My friend, Will, is a brilliant comedian. Will Hodgson, he speaks like that. He's from Cheltenham. He's got a pink mohawk. And he came round my house. We did a gig and he stayed round our house and he stayed in my little brother's room, right? This was about 10 years ago. And Daniel had a little sort of tiny room in his bed. And Will and Dan thought each other were both quite odd. And the next morning I went, "You all right, Will?" He went, "No, I'm not all right, man. Your creepy little brother was staring at me all night." So, sorry to hear that. "Yeah, you should be, man." I saw my brother about sort of 10 minutes later. I was like, "What? Are you all right?" "No, I'm not all right. Your mate was staring at me all night." So they'd both been asleep in the darkness. Well, you seem wonderful. Are you ready for your headline act? I love this man. I think he's wonderful. Please welcome to the stage the brilliant Carl Donnelly!
How you doing, all right? Good, my name's Carl, it's good to be here. I recently got laser eye surgery. It's very exciting, isn't it? Just got some specky 4 eyes in. How you doing? It's the scariest thing I've ever had done, for a very simple reason. It's not a euphemism. They actually shoot lasers into your head, right? But the way you get over the fear is what I want to start with, because I think it's a very nice message, right? This is how I did it. If you want to do anything that's causing you fear, this is how you do it. You have to focus on the positives, but we all know this part. It's common sense, isn't it? But there's a second part you have to do, and that's this, right? You've got to find the negative, and that is the thing that's causing the fear. And I think our nature is to focus on the worst-case scenario. With laser eye surgery, is that it could go wrong, cause more damage, right? But then you find a positive spin on that. So the next time you get really scared, actually, the nice thing then comes in and goes, it's going to be okay, right? So this is how it worked for me. I was like, if this goes right, I don't need to wear my glasses anymore. I thought if it goes wrong, free dog. It's quite nice, isn't it? When actually... But it is expensive as well, getting laser eye surgery. I don't know, I mean, you've got to get it done right as well. Who's getting it done on the cheap? Do you know when you see these signs that says, get your eyes done, £400 an eye? It's like, no, it's eye surgery, innit? That sounds like it's going to be a bloke with like a laser pen in his shed or something. Get it done properly. And the reason I thought I'm going to push the boat out financially is because I come from quite a poor background, so I've got quite a sort of laissez-faire view of money. Like, I don't want to be rich, I don't care about it. I've actually got an achievable level of wealth that I think I might get to one day, which I think is a nice way of doing it. Don't want a big house, don't want a big car. I want to get rich enough that I don't think batteries are too expensive. Because they've always just been well pricey, innit? Like, they've never come down. At some point in my life, I want batteries in every control in my house rather than, like, move them round like some sort of... like some sort of money laundering ring or something, isn't it? The real reason I decided to get laser eye surgery, because it's such an extreme thing, is actually quite a serious reason. I went through a divorce last year, which is crap, and everyone knows it's crap. But what surprised me was the things that some people think might be a positive of moving back out into the world again. And that is my friends who are in relationships and they're my age. They did that thing of getting quite excited that I was newly single so they could live vicariously through me. But actually, sex, when you've been in a long-term relationship, is very scary when you move into the world of being single again because you don't know if the game's changed, right? And I'll give you an example. Like, I was reading the wrong things into everything. I was very oversensitive to what I was feeling. A good little example is I got an erection at the dentist while he was drilling into my face. And part of me went, I'm into that now, apparently. into face drills. So I was all over the shop. It was weird. And then I remember basically what happened was I had to do something that was, I think, quite degenerate, but not my choice. It was a medical thing. I had to give a sperm sample to a doctor, obviously. I don't call it that in the bedroom. The doctor said, can we have a sample of your sperm? And I was like, yes, please. And the reason he asked for it is my dad's got some weird disorder and he wanted to test if I had it. So my doctor gave me a little pot and he went, can you drop a sample in tomorrow? And I was like, absolutely. And the reason I was so confident is because I was newly single. So I could have probably dropped about 7 to 8 gallons in the next day. So I took the pot, and then he said 2 things which changed the world. He went, number 1, don't drop it back to me here. We need it at a hospital. That's where the lab is, where they do the tests. And I was like, that is absolutely fine. What hospital? And he told me. I went, I know that one. And then he said this one. This was the big kicker. He went, and number 2 needs to be there within 30 minutes of it coming out of your body. And I went, what, mate? I live in London. What are the chances of me making that drive the next morning? Ain't going to happen, is it? What's going to happen is I'm going to do my sample, close the pot, put it in my pocket, jump in the car, drive for 10 minutes and then sit in traffic for 40, right? And then just have to drive home, knowing all I've done that morning is take some of my spunk out for a spin. It's not really how I spend my days, to be honest, wanking in a pot and showing it the sights. Thinking of showing her, like, it's Big Ben on the left, guys. So, I said to my doctor, I went, I can't really do that, can I, doc? And he went, well, you know, you've got to. And I was like, well, it must be another option. He went, all right, there is another one. And he said this, and I get it, but he said it in a tone of voice that angered me, because it was like the most normal thing in the world to him. He just really casually went, why don't you masturbate in the hospital toilets? Yeah, and for some reason that angered me to the point that I went, because I'm not a fucking monster, mate. I knew I couldn't really sort of feel comfortable being in a hospital toilet cubicle doing that and then wondering what's going on around me. Like, I might be in a cubicle about to do my sample and there's a ceiling there. What if there's a little old lady dying on a ceiling? Like little old Beryl or Dot or one of them old lady names that they've got. She's just on a bed like... The family are all round her and the priest is giving her the last rites. It's a beautiful but very sad moment. And then 10 foot down is me going... just doing what I've got to do. Oh, which, by the way, is my favourite thing. I learnt a proper life lesson from telling this story out loud. Do you know it's physically impossible to act out masturbating without doing it way too aggressively? Have you ever tried it? Honestly, if you watch... Because no one does it like that. It's actually quite a calm moment. I think your face goes onto that sort of standby thing. You're just like... But when you act it out, it's always wrong, man. Women are definitely more guilty of this than men. Have you ever seen a woman's impression of a man masturbating? It's my favourite thing. Because I don't... It's like you don't know us, man. Like, you're sort of... You see a woman talking about her husband or boyfriend, they'll be like, oh, yeah, John. He's probably upstairs having a... We don't turn into chimps when your backs are turned. We're the same people that you love and care for the rest of the time. So anyway, I didn't feel comfortable doing it in the hospital toilet, so I said to my doctor, I can't do that, mate. What else you got? And he was like, that's your only options. And you said you're not going to make the drive. And I was like, oh, mate, all right, I'll work it out. And I left the doctor's crestfallen, but then it hit me as I left. There was an option number 3 that he didn't know about, and that is this. I've got a motorbike. And I was like, I can definitely make that drive in 25 minutes on the bike, even if there's traffic, right? But then that raised a new problem, and that is this. I am a safe bike rider. I think you should be. Yeah, it's a very dangerous exercise. But I'd created 5 minutes of leeway. I couldn't waste that 5 minutes putting all my safety gear on. Defeats the purpose, doesn't it? So I had to come to terms with the fact, next morning, I was going to have to masturbate in full motorbike gear. Which doesn't sound like the end of the world. What if I have the best one I've ever had and I've got to do that regularly, just to appease the beast inside? But I did it. I had to, right? I got up the next morning. I wasn't happy about it. Got into my big bike trousers, my big bike boots, put my big jacket on. I didn't put the helmet on, just in case you're wondering. That stayed staring at me like an angry mum, just over in the corner. And then I did what I had to do. Luckily, I didn't enjoy it. I closed it up, put it in my pocket, helmet, gloves, jumped on my bike, and I rode, man. And I nailed it. 25 minutes. Walked in, all happy with myself. 2 minutes to find the lab, handed it over. Yes, please, thank you. Left, got on the bike and started riding home, and then it hit me. Right? Something really surprising about this whole event, and that's this. I assumed before I did the ride that I would have ridden there like an absolute lunatic to get there on time, because that is such a tight deadline. It's very important. But I didn't. On my life, I've never ridden my bike more carefully than that morning, for such a simple reason that every person in this room would agree with, right? And everyone at home will agree with. And that is that I don't think anyone wants to die with that in their pocket. No one wants that to be their end of days. Imagine us being in a heap. like on the road, you know, just dead. You know, the police have cornered off the road. There's traffic for miles. There's people looking out their car doors. It's on the news. Don't go down this road. Then the coroner shows up because he knows there's been a motorbike death, right? And he gets there and he's like, right, guys, motorbike death. It's funny if I should know about the scene before I take a look. And there's one policeman who's going to be a hero because he's going to be the guy who's got to stand up and go, right, guys, I'll tell him. Okay, mate, look, I think you better come over here for this. We need a bit of quiet. Look, I mean, you've seen more of these than me, so I don't know if this is common, but he's fucking jizzed all over himself. Yeah. No, it's everywhere, yeah. It's actually quite impressive. He's managed to get it up his own back. Yeah. I mean, either that or worse, somebody's jizzed on him before we got here. In which case, we need backup. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. I've been Carl Donnelly. Take it easy. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one for Carl Donnelly! He took his jizz out for a spin. Thank you very much for watching the show. Good night, my friends. Good night! And welcome to Stand-Up Central. Here we are in Camden. Great place, great place. Every race, every culture, literally Nigel Farage's worst nightmare. I would love to see Farage just step out of the tube, just who do I hate more? He's such a pointless fearmonger, isn't he? Which is the second worst of all the mongers, you know? It's definitely warmonger, fearmonger, fishmonger. I bring horror. I bring haddock. I don't know why I'm here. I've got no time for divisive politicians, you know? We've got so much in common. We're wonderful. We're all connected. Everyone in this room has lost it with sellotape. Think about it. I bet even the Queen on Christmas Eve's there going, I can't find the fucking end! I've been round and round and round. Everyone in this room has at some stage in their life run out of toilet paper and had to sacrifice a sock. We've all been there. It's a lonely moment. It's in the washing machine. If you listen carefully, just hear it go, ah! We've all drifted into those moments of awkwardness. I had one recently, right? Now, I've got a friend of mine who's 5. That sounds creepy, but he's wonderful. He's called Duncan. He's got Down syndrome. Whenever he sees me, he's like, Ratto! And I go, hey, Duncan, how are you? We have a little hug, and his mum's like, oh, how are you? And I go, oh, not bad. And it's a tiny bit of loveliness that I have in my life. But now, the other day, I went to the dentist. I had 2 fillings. And I said to the lady, how long is it going to be like this? Oh. She said, about 3 hours. Like, oh, brilliant. I step out the dentist, and I see Duncan. Exactly. I'm feeling the same tension that you're feeling now. Because I can see this horrible future where he's like, no, and I'm like, Duncan! And his mum's like, what the fuck? And you're like, no, you don't understand. I'm just been to the dentist. I'm not a bad person. So I did what anyone in this room would do. I jumped into a nearby garden. 34 years old, hiding behind a hedge so I don't break a little boy's heart, thinking, don't get caught, don't get caught. Imagine that, some little old lady, what the hell are you doing in my garden? Trust me, old woman, I need to stay here. Bad things happen if I leave the garden. Why the hell are you wearing one sock? It's a very long story. We've all been there. Let's have some questions. Can you sign my girlfriend's boobs? That's from... Well, there we go. I've had weird stuff happen to me. Like, there was a lady, I did a gig in Norwich recently, and she said, will you sign my dildo? And so I'm not going around your house, and she went, you don't need to. Brandished it like a lightsaber. Yeah, of course I did. Well, you're not going to get an opportunity like that. It was tremendous. I mean, to be honest, you probably can't see it now. It's probably smudged to shit. But... Russell Howard can't write very well. Yeah.
Yeah, he can't write.
Right. If the Queen died and you were the only one to hear her last words, what would you say her last words were?
Fucking sellotape!
Oh, you could have so much fun. You could tell so many brilliant lies.
I want an open casket, and I want to be dressed as Darth Maul. Taser me, it'll be a laugh. Seriously, man, burn my meth lab, burn it.
Oh, got it, actually. Scrap all those. This.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground, I die.
So, are you up for your first act? Excellent. Then please welcome to stage the fabulous Jarath Conington!
Hello everybody. Did everybody catch my name there? It's Jarath. Jarath is quite a shit name. And you know what I love? I love when American people come to the show and they'll say to me afterwards, they'll go, "Don't say that. It's a beautiful name. What does it mean and where does it come from?" And I will always tell them the same thing. I'll say, it's actually an old Irish name, meaning man who's regularly asked the meaning of his name. You'd be amazed how many times that blows their minds. It's incredible. I should address this quite early. This is not the haircut I asked for. That's funny for you, right? I went to a £5 barber's. Do you think, what the hell, you know, I'll go here. Well, it's just a haircut. It's a mistake, right? And the reason I got such a harsh version of this haircut was I went in, I sat down, and I angered the guy. I made him really mad. I was only in there 5 seconds. Here's how I angered him. I sat down, and I described what I'd like him to do. Yeah, that pissed him off. Because the thing is, in a £5 barber's, it's not an ordering situation. They have a haircut. It's £5. You're gonna fucking get it. That's the understanding. And girls, if you've been in this situation where you've annoyed a hairdresser, or she's taken an instant dislike to you, you at least have the comfort of knowing they've been to hairdressing school. Whereas with the £5 barber, he is the fucking cowboy builder of the hairdressing industry. You and I, we could be £5 barbers tomorrow. All we gotta do is buy the tools. We gotta buy the stuff. First thing you need, scissors. Kitchen variety is fine. Swear to God, I saw an orange-handled scissors in this barber shop. It was pointy end down in a pint glass full of blue liquid. It is irrelevant what the blue liquid is. Could be Listerine, could be toilet duck. It doesn't matter. The point of the blue liquid is to give the impression that you give a shit about germs. Then you need to get yourself 10 to 12 large black and white photos that you're going to hang all around your barber shop. Pictures of haircuts you cannot fucking do. That's how it works. At the moment, I think my least favourite thing in the world is when I hear parents say, "Oh, you don't know what tired is until you have a baby." That is bullshit. We all know what tired is. I am a parent. The thing I didn't know about was sleep deprivation, right? Not all of us know about that. I knew I was sleep deprived for the first time in my life when I found myself driving by a hospital thinking, fuck it, I wouldn't mind a weekend there. Brought a smile to my face, right? And I read every baby book. I read every baby book my wife gave me, but not one of them prepared me for what's going to happen when you have a little baby. Not one of those baby books mentioned that in the first 3 years of my son's life, I was going to find myself walking down the street, picking up a toddler and sniffing his arse. It's not actually the worst way of checking. It's actually quite a polite way. It's quickly, do we have a situation? No, when you go, the worst way of checking, maybe you've seen it out of the corner of your eye, is the pullback of the elastic. Yeah? and the dip of the hand is the correct reaction. The first time I saw that, I watched it like a car crash. I was like, oh, be careful there, watch it. Oh! Like, how much shit would there have to be in your life for you to be willing to do a lucky dip in a shit bag? Here's the other thing I hate. Guys my age with kids saying to guys that don't have kids, don't have a baby, it'll ruin your life. And like, lads say it, they say, girls, you don't know, they're saying it when you're out of the room, and it's annoying, right? I could handle my mates saying it, but when your dad says it to you, that hurts a little bit. Right? And here's the truth, I'll tell you right now, as a father, I'll tell you right now, it's not true. Having a child will not ruin your life, guys. You can do away with that fear. Having a child will not ruin your life, provided you are capable of teaching that child to use an iPad and wait in the car. You can effectively live your life the exact same way that you had been living it. And if you don't believe me, you can come out to the car and ask him yourself after the show. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jarath Conington! Right. Let's have some questions. If you unscrew your belly button, does your bum fall off? No. It's one of those things you're told as a kid, innit? It's like, eat your carrots, you'll be able to see in the dark.
Bollocks. Why is there so many dead rabbits on the road?
Or the other one, don't masturbate, you'll go blind. Remember that? That didn't work. Me and my brother really wanted a dog. Hurry up, we'll definitely get one. This is from Michael, who says, cold calling, it's my job, and I love some of the reactions. Okay, where are you, Michael? What are some of the reactions? You can't write something like that. Cold calling, I love some of that. What are they? Oh, don't make me tell. What are they?
You get old women that are like just complimenting you on your voice.
On your voice? Oh, that's quite nice. Have you ever...
Yeah, no. Stop talking about the RAC. Just pretend we're at a tea dance. Yeah. Ask me if I want a cup of tea. Go on, say it.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Yeah. Ask me if I want cake.
Do you want cake?
You fucking know I do. Listen, love, I'm going to have to hang up, all right? You've got me halfway up the runway. See you around.
Nice. Now, are you ready for your headline act? His name is John Robbins. He is a comedian, an ex-FM DJ. He is my former flatmate. I have many stories about him. But he also has many stories about me, so I shall not say any of them. He's absolutely wonderful. You're going to love him. So please go wild and crazy. Welcome to stage the brilliant Mr. John Robbins!
What a treat! Look at you, are you having fun? So, give me a cheer if you're a teenager. Lovely stuff. I hated my teenage years, mainly because I was very badly bullied at school for being gay. And what was most difficult about that experience for me is I'm not gay. Which is very annoying when you think about it. Because I just got the downsides of that situation. You know, I got all of the abuse and absolutely none of the sweet cock. Not a wiggle, not a whisper. And, you know, I'm not saying that had I been gay, the abuse would have been any more tolerable. Of course not, I'm not saying that. But if I'd have been gay, at the very least, when I got home, I could have got my money's worth. You know, could have gone home and been like, oh, thank God that's over. Nigel! Nom, 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 nom. Worth it. Alas, no. It was worse when I was about 15, and it was almost enough to put me off wearing a velvet jacket to my GCSEs. Almost. I think the reason I've been thinking about recently is I've had a milestone in my life. I hit 30, and it's still quite young, but, and I'll tell you this, the younger people in the room, it is the first age you hit. I've never hit an age before. It's quite pessimistic language, isn't it? You know, you don't hit 18. You don't hit 21. You reach 18. You turn 21. It's the language of dance. It's like you're in this ballroom of adolescence, just reaching ages, turning, becoming, and you're thinking, oh, this will never end. And then suddenly, halfway through a waltz, bang, fuck, who's this prick? Well, that's 30, that is. Well, he was not invited. And I tell you what, the thing is, now this has started, this is going to continue. I'm just going to start hitting into ages. I've hit 30, next I'm going to hit 40, then I'm going to hit 50, then I'm going to make 60. It starts to get a bit more optimistic when you're really old. By the time you're 80, just driving around in a Hummer, flicking the V's, going, fuck you, statistics! And I didn't recycle. I'll tell you this, the one thing I've noticed about hitting 30 is that my body has started to do things I've not asked it to do. Well, up until now, we've been on the same team. You know, I give it instructions, it carries them out to the best of its capabilities. But recently, it's been chucking in the odd curveball. Now, that's not the specific complaint I've got. But I'm going to tell you about one of the things that happened. And I just moved to London about 2 years ago, and I was walking around, and I had this pain in my foot, and it was really bugging me, and I thought, oh, I've twisted my ankle, or I've slept on it weird or something, I'll just ignore it. It didn't go away. So I went and registered with a new GP, and she sent me off for x-rays and blood tests. Now, that freaked me out. You know, I don't like hospitals and stuff like that, so I go back to get the results, I'm quite nervous. She sits me down, this lady, quite an austere-looking woman, and she's got my notes in front of her, and she says, I'm very sorry to tell you, Mr. Robbins, but you've got gout. I was absolutely stunned. She said, you seem surprised to hear you've got gout. I said, yes, I am. Because I'm not from the 17th century. She said, well, you are a bit young to have gout. I said, yeah, about 250 years too young. I can't have gout, I'm not in a Dickens novel. My surname's not Pumblechook. She said, don't worry, there are 3 things you need to avoid if you've got gout. Now, whenever a GP says there are 3 things you need to avoid, they are always lovely things. They're never shit things. No GP has ever said, well, 3 things you need to steer clear of, Ryvita, fresh vegetables, and jogging. So I'm sort of strapping in for this. I'm like, all right, what are the 3 things going to be? She says, the first thing you need to avoid, Mr. Robbins, is alcohol. Now, gutting. Absolute hammer blow. But I was expecting that one. I'm not an idiot. I've read The Diary of Samuel Pepys. I've got a working man's knowledge of gout. Problem with booze is what do you replace it with? You know, I'm not a doob monger. Nor do I ride the Chinese highway. By which I mean I don't take drugs. I'm guessing because I don't have the vocabulary to oversee a transaction, so I end up making a fool of myself. The last time I was off booze, briefly, I replaced it with coffee. I became one of those slightly tedious coffee ponces, you see. But I learnt a lesson there, because I learned if you become known as a coffee lover, then for Christmases and birthdays, your friends and family will buy you an increasingly bizarre array of contraptions that mean the process of making coffee becomes more difficult. To give you an example, for my 30th birthday, my best friend got me a hand-operated coffee bean grinder. I've never been to a Sainsbury's, seen the pre-ground coffee for sale and thought, that's not for me. What I'm interested in is how the Amish would make that. I would argue getting someone who likes coffee a hand-operated coffee bean grinder is the equivalent of getting someone who likes steak 2 hectares of arable land and an extensive guide to EU farming subsidies. So anyway, I'm thinking, OK, come on, John, maybe this is the kick up the arse you needed. She says, the second thing you need to avoid, Mr. Robbins, is cheese. And I said, out loud, to a respectable GP in her late 60s, what the fuck, mate? Cheese? Are you high on ecstasy wands? Because I don't know about you guys, but between the part of my day where I get pissed and the part of my day where I eat cheese, very little going on. So I'm in this doctor's room thinking, right, hang on, 3 things I've got to avoid. One's booze, the other's cheese. What's the third thing going to be? Air? And she gets a very serious look on her face, and she says, the third thing you need to avoid, Mr. Robbins, this is very important, is offal. Well, I tell you what. If I didn't damn near spit that pig's ear clean out of my mouth. No more offal! You can't imagine it, what it's like. Some of you don't even know what it is. That's because you weren't born in the Blitz. Offal, the dictionary definition of offal, is the organs and entrails of butchered animal carcasses. I had to do a bit of soul searching. Gout's a very serious condition. And after asking myself some pretty difficult questions, I decided to cut offal entirely out of my diet. I'm not going to make you imagine what that's like. It's my cross, and I bear it. And I'll tell you how I bear it. Pissed and covered in cheese. Thank you very much, folks. I've been John Robbins. Good night, bye-bye!
Mr. John Robbins! Thank you very much for watching the show. Good night, my friends. Good night! Hello! And welcome to Stand Up Central. Basically, it's a show where I'm doing stand-up, got a couple of guests, some questions from you. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll tell you what can fuck off. People that call it Mothering Sunday. It's Mother's Day. You show me a man who calls it Mothering Sunday, I'll show you a man who's breastfed till he was 8. Mothering. He's probably the kind of bloke that can't call it a vagina. He calls it a front bottom. I don't think there's a creepier collection of words than front, bottom. What it's done to my naughty tail. The spelling of the word chihuahua, I won't have that either. Chihuahua, not on my watch. People who make a cup of tea by putting milk in first, are you out of your mind? Personalised number plates. You may as well just scribble the words cunt on your bonnet. Channel 4 documentaries, really well-meaning, and they give them horrific titles. Next up, a look at obesity in modern China. Please enjoy Wu ate all the pies. And you're like... Blokes who want to be applauded for pointing out the obvious. I heard this man in Shoreditch say the other day, I don't think there's ever an excuse for you to hit a woman. And you're like, really? Thank God you said that. Because until you came along, I was going to knock my nan's teeth out with a hammer. But luckily, Captain Edgy, with his newfangled ideas, came along and blew my mind. I heard this bloke, I hated him on sight. He was surrounded by this gaggle of fabulous ladies, and he was just there going, I don't think we should war. And the girls were like, I agree. And he said this, he went, we should be like bonobo chimps. They don't war, they don't fight, they settle arguments by making love. And the girls were like, that's a wonderful idea. And he was like, I know. But yeah, that is a wonderful idea until you have a row with your family, and then that is going to be the worst night of your life. I think it is how you should spell chihuahua. Stop it, Dad, stop it. I went to the West Country at the weekend, which is always a treat. Yeah, one whoop for everyone else. It's not London, is it? It's not London. London, city of hate. It's brilliant. It's the only place in the world where if someone throws himself in front of a train, people go, you selfish fucker. I'm going to be late for the job I hate. The West Country isn't like that. It's fabulous. Just surrounded by weirdos. I love it. Like my Uncle John. My Uncle John's probably my favourite person in the world. Lunatic. I remember when I was 14 years old at a wedding, he went, here's a tip. If you're going to use a safe word, make sure it's short. And he told me a story that he was with a dominatrix who was trying to choke him and he was trying to say the word rhododendron. Now, let's have a question. What's the best and worst thing about being famous? Well, the best thing is you get to do gigs. This is great fun, you know? Imagine doing this... But no! Imagine doing this on a park bench. All right, mate? What? I don't like the way they spelled Chihuahua. Stay away from my family. It's great. The worst thing, nobody will speak about this, but this is the worst thing, right? You bump into ladies that you masturbated over when you were younger. No, I don't say that as a brag. It's unbelievably awkward because you're 15, Kylie Minogue's lovely, you gently touch yourself, as 15-year-old boys are allowed to do. You think to yourself, it's not like I'm going to be sat next to her on Jonathan Ross in 15 years' time. Oh, Kylie. If I was Kylie Minogue, I would go up to every man who's about my age and famous and just go, I know. It is time for your first act of this evening. You up for that, my friends? Wonderful. So, please welcome to the stage the absolutely brilliant, wonderful Mr. Chris Kerr.
Hello. Thank you very much. It's great to be out doing something, isn't it? I find it hard to sleep at night time, which is a shame, because it's quite a popular time to do a bit of sleeping. My mother said to me, Christopher, she said, if you're finding it hard to sleep, you should try counting sheep. So I said, I'll give it a go. The only trouble is I have a very vivid imagination. So I closed my eyes and I started to count the sheep. And I would say I got up to about 4 or 5 sheep, and then I couldn't really control them. They were running all over the place. One of them is changing colours. And I know there's nothing I can do about him. So then I had to imagine building a pen, and that actually took a while to imagine, because I'm not very handy, like, you know. There for ages trying to pick the wood. And then after all that work, I remembered, sure, I have no experience herding sheep whatsoever. So then I had to imagine putting an ad in the paper for a sheepdog, and by the time someone answered that ad, it was time to get up, you know? So I was up all night imagining stuff. And I shared a room with my brother, growing up as well. Little kids. Football crazy, you know? We got home from school one day, and my mother got us a poster of our favourite footballer at the time, Ryan Giggs. What a lovely thing to do. The only trouble is, this poster had absolutely nothing to do with football. And I would say, no, it was actually marketed more so towards his female fans, okay? Let me describe the poster to you, right? There's Ryan in a white fluffy jumper with a beaded necklace, kind of hugging himself, whilst undressing me and my brother with his eyes. I said, Ma'am, I don't like it. Take it down. Everybody's gonna think we're gay. It's not that we were homophobic. It was illegal in Ireland at the time. And we were good boys. Even if I was mad for the cock, I wouldn't have touched it, like, you know. It does look delicious, but I'm not breaking the law, all right? Put it away or you'll get the two of us into trouble. She wouldn't take the poster down anyway, so me and my brother had to hatch a plan. How are we going to get rid of Ryan? My brother rang Childline. Didn't report my mum or my dad. He reported Ryan Giggs for making us feel uncomfortable in the bedroom. I'm the bigger brother, I'm 10. This is my idea. This is what we're going to do. Every day I come in from school, I'm going to get the poster, right? And I'm going to cut a tiny piece off the edge of the poster. Just enough so you wouldn't notice.
And every single day, we'll slowly make it disappear, all right? You might be laughing, but it was working, I'll tell you. Of course, I couldn't just dump the excess poster in the bin. My mum would have found it, so I had to force my brother to eat it. Like, I put a bit of jam on it, like I'm not an animal, you know? He's a big fan of jam, that fella. But one day, he choked. He choked on the poster. And I had a decision to make. Am I going to save my brother's life? Or am I going to call my mum, the plan is spoiled, and Ryan stays on the wall? I called my mum. She resuscitated my brother. She pulled a big, huge piece of poster out of his mouth, and she had a level of confusion that I haven't seen again since. She actually misread the situation, you know? She just thought we were hungry. She was like, Jesus Christ, lads, there's food in the cupboards, you know? Of course, Ryan remained on the wall, and I shortly became known to all my friends as Giggsy's boyfriend. A joke that they do to this very day, 20 years later. Introduced to a couple of new people, and one of my friends said, Chris, tell the boys what you do for a living. And I just said, gigs. And all of my friends' eyes lit up at the same time. How did we not think of this? He literally gets paid to do gigs all over the country. One time he said to me, I won't do gigs in front of my mum because it makes me nervous. But I tell you, his mum would do gigs in front of anyone, the dirty bitch, you know? So you have been absolutely lovely, guys. Thanks a million for listening to me. Cheers, thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Mr. Chris K. Let's have some more of your questions. What was the worst thing about school? It was when you were 12 and you had to do a book report in front of the class and you hadn't read the book. Do you remember that? This is the first time you learned to lie. What an amazing book this was. One of the finest books I've ever read in my book reading career. I agree with the author, Mish. You should never, ever kill a mockingbird. Don't do it. There's just so many liars in my English class. I thought I was grumpy, miss, until I read about Les Miserable. Or show and tell. Show and tell was horrible. Show and tell should have been called Who's the Poorest in the Class? Because there was always some arsehole, these are rollerblades. Dad got them from LA.
This is a stick.
And finally, what's the worst flavour idea for a condom? Penis. Are you ready for your headline act? Oh. It's very good. He's very funny. Please welcome to say he's a brilliant Nick Hay!
Are you all right? Are you all right? Are we all right? Happy New Year! Hey, Happy New Year! Am I right? Happy New Year! Yes! How many of you pricks have I seen this year? None of you! It'd be rude if I didn't come out and say Happy New Year, wouldn't it? Happy New Year! I used to work in a pub. I used to work in a pub in St Albans called the Glass House. Anyone ever been to the Glass House in St Albans? No, of course you haven't. No, you haven't. Stop fucking lying to get on telly. I used to work in a pub called the Glass House. We had very low self-esteem in the Glass House. One night, vandals came along and they stole the G and the L off the sign, and we just worked there for 6 months. Yeah, about 8 people laughing there because you're the only people that can be bothered to subtract G and L off Glass House. So we worked in the ass house for 6 months. Yeah, and those are the people that couldn't fucking be bothered to work it out for themselves. Worked in the ass house for 6 months. It was a gastro pub. It was really good. Gastro pub is a pub that sells really nice food. But I was just bar staff. I was never allowed to eat it. But we were allowed to look at it as it went by. Which is fine, because you eat with your eyes, don't you? Which is why I have such fat eyes.
working in the glass house. And what happened was, 1st of January could come along, wouldn't it? 1st of January, and the door would open, right? The door would open, yeah? The door, and above the door, there's a little coil, yeah? With a bell on it, yeah? Yeah? And the door would open, yeah? Yeah? I mean, you're looking at me, right? Like I'm fucking making it up. Right? Like this concept has never even entered your life before. There's a door, right? There's a door. There's a door, right? And there's a coil above it with a bell on it, right? And you open it up and it goes ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, right? I mean, you're nodding, but you've got dead eyes, mate. So you open the door, right? 1st of January, door opens, and a bell on the door goes, what does it go? Ding-a-ling-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-ling. You're missing a ling there, right? You taking the fucking piss or what? All right, everyone's going to do it except you. Right, door opens, January 1st, catches the bell, it goes... Yeah. Landlord's at the back, he sticks his head round, he goes, Happy New Beer! Ha, 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 ha. Bit later on, door opens, it goes... Happy New Beer, door opens, doesn't it? Happy New Beer, Happy New Beer, Happy New Beer, Happy New Beer. Fun with words. Anyone here smoke? Yeah. 5 of you. That's statistically impossible. Yeah, all right, okay. If you want to make it a witch hunt, we'll make it a witch hunt. Right? Do you smoke? Do you smoke? Do you smoke? Do you smoke? You've done this, staring at me like I'm the biggest prick in the room. I've got shit to get through, right? Well, I'm wasting your fucking time. Do you smoke? 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 You've done this. What, like it's my fucking fault? Do you smoke? Do you smoke? Do you smoke? Yes. Yeah, you do. Where were you, right? When them 5 people in the audience are shouting out. Smokers are meant to stick together. I've given up smoking. I remember when I started smoking, my dad caught me. He caught me smoking cigarettes. He made me smoke the entire pack. And the next week, he found me with a kilo of cocaine, 6 beers, and a pipe of Pringles. It was a fantastic weekend. I gave up smoking relatively easy, but then I did end up putting on a lot of weight, and it was pretty pathetic. When I ran for the bus, I'd get on the bus, and pregnant women would stand up for me to sit down. I just saw a glimpse of my future, where I just keep gaining weight, sitting in my bedsit, licking the barbecue lid off the McDonald's barbecue sauce like it's a fucking yoghurt. Gaining weight until the dimensions of my body, fit exactly into my bedsit, where you just like knock open the door and use that as some sort of toilet hole. Eventually you die in there, die in your own bedsit. And the fireman would come along, and they'd cut off the front of the building, and they'd grease the lining with butter, which is ironic because that was one of the contributing factors of your death. Now I'd be bloated, cubed, dead, and trouserless. And the fireman would be there and they'd go, oh, what a waste. Which would work on 2 levels, yeah? What a waste, and what a waste, yeah? Fun with words, yeah? Sometimes jokes are better when you explain them to the idiots. I was working in a pub, and it was just before the smoking ban came in, right? Just before the smoking ban came in. I was working in a pub, just polishing the old bar. There was one customer leaning on the bar, having a cigarette. A little bit of physical theatre there for you. He said, I suppose we won't be able to do this for much longer. Don't you? People already treat me like a leopard. Treat you like a fucking leopard, are they? Who are you, the famous leopard man of St Albans? Make way, one and all, for the leopard man of St Albans. Treating you like a fucking leopard, are they? Treating you like a leopard. Make way for the famous leopard. I hate you, and all you stand for. You're the only customer. I could be out and about reading, but instead I gotta pretend to be enjoying your fucking company. The famous leopard man of St Albans. Jesus Christ, man. Everybody point and boo the famous leopard man of St Albans. Everybody point and booing. Everybody point and boo the famous man. Nobody likes you, mate. Nobody likes you. I hate you. I hate you and everything you stand for. But then I thought about it. And if you did see a leopard in a public space, you would avoid him. So he's quite right, isn't he? Rather than getting a phrase wrong, he just gave a new spin to an old classic, didn't he? He was having fun with words, wasn't he? There wasn't one person in this room that didn't judge him. There wasn't one person that didn't 100% commit to pointing and booing at the leopard man of St Albans. Yeah, we're all as guilty, aren't we? You should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. You're pathetic. You saw one person, tried to do something a little bit different, a little bit special, and your mob mentality just jumped on him and tried to tear him down. The lovely, clever leopard man of St Albans. And it was a room of people like this tonight that nailed Jesus to a piece of wood. Should be ashamed of yourselves. I don't want to entertain you lot anymore. I don't want to do it. You make me sick to my fucking stomach that you've enjoyed anything that I've had to offer out here. Scum. So we're all going to go home with an important lesson, aren't we? For was it not Jesus Christ himself who said, when he was healing the leopards, that people in ass houses should never throw stones?
Thank you very much for watching the show. Good night, my friend.